not a dad. You're a liar. And you know what? I hope you drop dead. Oh. I do. Because I care nothing about you. I don't. I hate you with every ounce of my life. My father is with a woman who tried to stab me with a pair of scissors all over some weed. She was arrested that day, but before she got out, we were long gone. We were in Louisiana. We were gone for 6 months. I gave my dad a choice. You either pick her or me, and he chose that crazy bitch. That really broke my heart because it messed up our relationship that we had before she came around and made me feel some kind of way. Me and my dad's relationship has not been the same since. We barely talk. I want my dad to know I wasn't trying to mess up his relationship. I just really wanted him to open his eyes and realize that she's not good for him.
All right, Janae joining us in the audience, but let's start with Rhonda to hear her side of the story. So, Rhonda, thank you for being here so much. I got to ask you very fast, because that's my first time hearing that.
Yeah.
Did you go after
my husband's daughter?
Your husband,
Absolutely
excuse me, your husband's
not.
daughter. Yes.
The scissors were already in my hand at the time. I was telling him to get the hell out my house.
Okay.
No. Stand up.
You went to get the scissors, and if your daughter wasn't right there, you probably would have stabbed me, so you could stop lying.
I promise you, if I wanted to cut you, you would have been cut. My police record proves it. Oh. So don't lie on me like that.
Okay, so...
And I actually loved you.
You loved?
Yeah.
You don't love her anymore?
I got love for her. But as a child, the way she performed, absolutely not. I just want to know what I did to you. What did I do to you? When your mother didn't come through for you, I was there. Remember your 16th birthday party? Because you were sitting around my house all sad and I went right out and bought you a birthday cake.
Yeah, I remember.
Uh-huh. What about the Florida trip? Coming, inviting you into my family, nurturing you, trying to be a mother to you. That's all I wanted to do.
I know, but
was you supposed to smoke weed? Absolutely not.
No, but I was already like that. You can't change.
That's neither here nor there. You came into my house. Right. No teenager, no child is going to get high in my house and don't go to school.
I was going to school.
Karamo, we actually had to wake her up to go to school to catch the bus.
I was going to school every day.
You was
not.
What are
you talking about?
No, you wasn't.
I was in Chicago. I wasn't in Vegas yet. I was online.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you were in my house in Las Vegas.
Right.
Exactly.
And I was going to school
You did not get up
day.
for school.
Yes, I was.
You did not get up for school.
All right.
Hold
on several occasions, we had to wake you up.
How did it get to this point? How did it get to this point? I'm confused.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
From your point of view, I mean, you're standing here now, like, I need to know. How did it get to this point? You're 19 years old?
Yeah.
Okay, how did it get to this point?
I don't know, I just don't like the way, like, I don't know, she took control, man. I don't like all that. Like, she be forcing stuff too much. Like,
I require him to be a man.
Okay.
He don't know how to be a man, basically. Okay. He don't know how to, like, he be letting stuff escalate too far. He don't know how to speak up for himself.
This is your father?
Yes.
Your husband. He doesn't speak up. He doesn't do these things.
That's partly true. But he definitely don't stand up to her.
Okay.
See, she was his only, woman in his life, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
So everything was about her until First Lady come. So things had to be changed.
I didn't care about that.
I'm sorry. Things just had to be changed. I require him to be a man. No, I did not allow him to buy you weed. Okay. And no, I'm not going to allow him to kiss your ass.
He don't do that.
And bow down to you because you are a child.
He don't do that.
And that's where the disconnect came in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got 3 girls of my own.
Yeah.
And you know that. I've never treated you no different from my kids. But you're going to respect me.
I did not respect you.
Oh, the devil is a liar.
Just what you told me. You said if I wasn't to wear a dress at your wedding, that I wasn't going to go. That's
and then I turned around and went back and found...
You have a problem with me being gay. I don't care. I'm going to be my way, so I don't care about what you're talking about.
She says that I have a problem with her being gay. That's not the case. Damn near half of my family is homosexual. My problem with her is she tried to be something that she's not.
Okay, so you were arrested, she said.
Yeah.
Yes. What happened?
Police came. They called the police on me in my house.
Uh-huh. I didn't call the police.
And
my dad said you called the police. So which one?
They called the police. Both of their names were on the police complaint. I went to jail for 33 hours.
And because
I just wanted them out my damn house.
Okay, and what happened when you wanted them out of your house because you were arguing with her father?
Yeah, he wholeheartedly disrespectful again. If she can't get up and go to school, what does she need to get high for? That's counterproductive.
I went to
so
school
he
every
goes
day.
behind my back, takes money out, and goes and buy her weed.
Okay.
We got a problem.
That's not what happened.
Because what I say, go.
That's
This
not
is
what
my
happened.
house.
That's not what happened.
I'm
That's
the
not what
lady.
happened.
That's not what happened.
No.
We
were
said it
talking about
argued
my
in front of
mother.
the
We was
beauty
arguing the
supply
night
store.
before. You had a problem. He bought me weed. This had to do with school. I went to school every day.
What happened when you came back?
When I came back home
Yeah.
after jail,
Yeah.
he was gone. He had took everything. He was gone.
Got it. And how long ago was this?
This was in 2022.
2022. Got it. Got it.
It really
2022.
is.
Okay.
You like the great manipulator. You do whatever you can to get whatever you want, and it's sad when all you got to do is just be you.
That's what you do. Please stop mixing me with you. Please don't.
I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't have to be nothing. I'm not.
I
You
don't
the one
either.
still growing. You got to get to where
I'm
I'm
already
at.
grown.
You got to get to where
I
I'm
don't
at.
have to do
She
that.
thinks she grown.
I don't think nothing.
She thinks she
No,
grown.
I don't. Y'all met at a bar. Like, you don't even know me, man.
Again, what's your problem with me again?
You don't
Because
know
I'm
me
the
and
one
you're
that sent
controlling
for
me.
you and brought you into my house. What's your problem with me again?
Bro,
She can't even tell you why she got a problem with me.
What is
Just
the problem?
because he's being a husband to his wife. That's the problem.
What is the problem,
That's
Janae?
not the problem. The
What is
problem is you do little slick stuff. You think somebody, no, I'm not slow. You're not finna manipulate me on this show. I'm not a goofy. We're not
I
finna
do
do that.
little
That's what
slick
you're not
stuff.
finna do.
Slick is you.
You do all kind of slick
Girl,
stuff.
you
You
slicker
always
than the
saying
whale's
stuff.
back.
You always doing this. You do this.
So
you
you
do
just
this,
feel
do
like
that.
you feel like
That's
there's
irritating.
disrespect in her language. That's what you
She
feel.
did, yes, and she's controlling. She think her opinion matters. It doesn't
My
to me.
opinion does
Maybe
matter
your
when it comes to my
daughters,
family.
Not to me. Not to
Well,
me.
and that's why you where you at. You need some help.
You do too. That's why you on the show. Then y'all call it, because I didn't. They called me.
I called them to unlock my phone. I don't know where you came from.
Like, y'all don't know how hard it is on me being stuck between both of y'all. I love both of y'all. I can't make a decision on you being my wife and you being my daughter. I came here because I want y'all to get along so we get back to this family thing, taking the trips, doing what we need to do as one.
I agree.
Not arguing and all this. How you doing, Karamo?
How you doing?
Nice to meet you, my
Nice
brother.
to meet you. Take a seat for me, sir. Thank you for being here. Did you know your daughter felt like this?
Somewhat I did. You know, I got married, and I think my daughter just felt like she was losing me, and that's not the case, though.
You want to come up here? Come on stage. Come on.
That's his only child. That's why I don't understand why she would even think that he would allow me. Why would you even think he would allow me to mistreat you? That's
he did.
crazy.
I just look
I don't
at things.
control
I look
him.
at things different, basically. First of all, there's too many Sagittarius in one house.
I agree. No,
I'm
this
a
is
Sagittarius.
serious. Y'all gotta
She a
listen to this.
Sagittarius. My daughter's a Sagittarius.
Hold on, let me say this real quick because the thing was, it's so interesting to me before you get into that. At the end of the day, you called this show to unlock a phone because there was issues with you
Yeah.
two and cheating or feeling of cheating.
Yes.
But then this just exploded into something completely different.
But this contributes.
This
It contributes to the overall issue. Because while he's away, of course, he wondering what I'm doing. I'm wondering what he doing. You know,
Got it. That's where we're at.
it's
Got
just
it.
crazy.
And is that true for you?
That's
like
true.
when you're there dealing with your daughter, then you feel insecure about what she could be doing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I don't have trust issues because I've been through some things in the past.
And so you're ending up being in the middle of this.
I guess.
Do you feel like you're in the middle?
No.
Huh? You don't? Because I'm sure you feel like you're in the middle of it. You feel like you're in the middle of all this drama.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But the reality is you are in the middle of all this.
I guess.
It's you,
Yeah.
because you're only 19.
Yeah.
You're still a baby.
Yeah.
grown.
And you know that. Of course she has.
do, but
Of course she has
So I'm
adult.
19.
And that's what I'm
Mouth
saying.
and
By
tendencies.
her being grown, she made herself an issue. She could have just been chilling in the peanut gallery like the rest of the kids.
No, she didn't make herself an
I've
issue.
always been-
Definitely.
She didn't. She didn't make herself an
No.
issue.
It's,
Yeah.
it's,
By
it's,
assuming that I control him,
it's
I
like
know.
by
I
thinking that I
see.
tell him
don't
what to do.
assume.
But that's
It's
not
there.
her issue.
It's there in my
that's
eyes.
what she said.
Yeah, I know
Because
that's.
I still want to get back. What is your problem with me?
I don't
You
have a
control my
problem.
daddy.
I'm gonna tell you something really quickly because
I
there's a
didn't
lot
read
going
that.
on here.
I
So there's a
know.
couple things that we
It's
need to
in my
address
grandma's
first of all.
phone.
The thing of you saying like I can't control. You are a very strong woman,
Indeed.
and you also have set certain boundaries and standards for your household.
Absolutely.
So within that, those things do allow someone who is not taking a hands-on approach to seem as if they're being controlled. And so that's not your issue. That's your issue. Because the fact of the matter is that when she sets her boundaries, as her husband, you're supposed to support those boundaries.
True.
But because you're not supporting those boundaries, of course, the child involved seems like, well, my dad is being controlled, which is then causing her to be in the middle of this situation. But then secondly, the fact of the matter is that you compare her to your daughters.
I'm just stating facts.
But those facts shouldn't have been
I'm just
stated.
stating
Hold on, hear me
facts.
out. Hold on, because I'm getting to you next. Because we got to clear this up.
I'm sorry.
But
I
those-
just believe in kids being kids.
I agree
period.
with you. I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
I don't
you.
care.
But this is the thing. When you start comparing a child to something else and not getting support from the father, you become the villain. And that's the issue. That's the
take
issue.
it.
But you shouldn't have to take it. You shouldn't have to take it. No. You shouldn't have to take it.
I've been taking,
But you
I've been
shouldn't
getting beat my
have
whole
to.
life.
But you shouldn't have to.
I know.
You shouldn't have to.
I'm a fighter.
But you shouldn't have to.
I'm a fighter.
But you shouldn't have to. And that's the reality. That's the reality. You shouldn't have to. And that's where it goes to you. Because as her husband, you should have been the one to step up and support her in these boundaries. Support her so she doesn't have to be the fighter.
What I'm telling them is, I'm stuck in the middle.
You're not. She's stuck in the middle. This all makes sense for me. But I will tell you again, the comparison to your other daughters, the comparison to her mother, those things she doesn't need an apology for. Because those things will always, always cause conflict in your relationship. So can you, for me, can you at least for this child apologize for that? Because that's going to hurt a child.
I apologize, Janae, for comparing you. Do you accept my apology?
I honestly told her, I said, well, you know, let my daughter come to you.
Yeah,
Well,
Janae,
Janae used to talk all
Janae,
the
what do
time.
you
Yeah, I
need?
know,
What
I
do you
know.
need? Because you're crying, and one of the things that I hate a child to say over and over again is, I don't care. Because at your age, you should care. So what do you need right now?
Support.
Support. And how do you need support? No one's ever asked that question, have they? I know. You deserve to think about what type of support you need so that these two individuals get on the same page and be there to support you. Because by the end of this, you're going to know that, and they're going to be able to get on the same page to support you, all right? There is love there, and I need you to hear that from somebody who don't know y'all.
I know she care more than him.
You feel like she cares more than him?
More than me?
It just be.
Hold on, so that's a very clear, this out of your child's mouth. So she knows that the fight you've had and everything has happened. Thank you for sharing that last piece with me. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is I want you to step backstage and I want you to think about what type of support you need. Okay? Thank you. All right? Send them to a green room and then go. Now, back to y'all, because now I see, look, we've already started to heal some stuff. Look at y'all holding hands. Look at y'all holding hands. Look at y'all holding hands. So I'm asking y'all, do we really need to unlock these phones?
This is really
Do
like
you
my
really think
best
there's
friend.
cheating? Do you really think
I
there's
don't.
cheating? You don't think there's cheating?
I don't. I'm a very
Ramo.
secure woman. Like I say,
Do
if they
you
can
think
take
there's
them, they
cheating?
can have them.
Do you think there's
You
cheating?
know what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I've been through some things.
Yep.
I didn't
So
been
then, you
through
know
some
what?
stuff.
So I asked y'all the question, do we even need to unlock the phones? You said no.
No.
But
You know
your
what?
answer lets me know we still need to unlock the phone.
Oh, man.
Ramon, we unlocked your phone. So here we go. Rhonda, you want to know if Ramon has sent DMs to any females on his 2 Facebook accounts. Ramon says he has not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched your DMs and found that Ramon is telling the truth. Rhonda, you want to know if Ramon has made any calls to a specific female on his phone. Ramon says he has not.
Who was that?
My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his calls and found
Who was that?
that he is telling the truth.
Don't worry about it.
Rhonda, you want to know if Ramon has sent any explicit photos to any females. Ramon says he has not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his photos, both in his phone and deleted, and found that he is telling the truth.
So what you sweating for? Your hands sweaty.
I got lotion on my hands.
Good job.
I got lotion on my
Good
hands,
job.
baby.
Good job.
I
Yes,
can get it. It can be
please. I'm
nerve-wracking.
next.
I can get it because you might think, but we searched. You haven't done anything.
I'm really tripping. Y'all can get the deleted messages.
Oh, we get the
everything,
deleted as well.
pictures
Yeah.
Too, huh?
Oh, we get deleted photos as well.
Technology.
Uh-huh. All right, so
My turn.
Rhonda, we unlocked your
Get
phone.
to this.
All right.
Ramon, you want to know if Rhonda has any explicit photos on her phone. Rhonda says she does not. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched her photos and found that Rhonda is telling the truth. Ramon, you want to know if Rhonda has sent DMs to any men on Instagram or Facebook? Rhonda says she has not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her DMs and found that Rhonda is telling the truth. Ramon, you want to know if Rhonda has sent texts to any men on specific dates from June to August of this year? Rhonda says she has not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her texts and found that Rhonda is telling the truth. What happened here is that there has just been an issue with your co-parenting and the lack of support for your wife that has caused these fights and insecurities. And what we've established here now is that there's trust and love here. But it's time for you all to get on the same page. You know now there's no infidelity. You know now that this young girl does love you. There is respect in her for you. She said it. Like, you got to hear it. I'm glad you did.
Me too.
Because you know now, but now it's time for you to get on the same page. I sent your daughter backstage and I said, how do you need support? When she tells you how she needs support, you're going to turn to each other and look at each other and agree. And if you don't agree with how she needs support, then you say, we're going to talk about it. And y'all are going to then talk about it and come back and be on the same page. Because now, once your house is united, there'll be no more of this division. I wish y'all the best of luck. I actually really do think that y'all have gotten something that's going to give y'all the first step to be a family together. Do you feel the same?
Yes.
Good. Do you feel the same?
I do.
I wish y'all the best of luck. Really, I do.
Thank you.
I really do. I really do. All right, friends, stay with us. We'll be right back with more.
I love you, baby.
I love you too. Always have.
I just got you. So you good.
Growing up, I had to do everything to raise Tamika. I made sure she got to school, had food, had money. Basically everything a mom would do. But to keep in mind, Tamika's not my child. She's my little sister. And I made sure she was always okay because my mom was always yelling, discombobulated, and whooping us all the time. All the time. The abuse was terrible. When I say terrible, I'm not just saying like scared tactic. Makes you lose your character. It's different when it's from your mom. I played a tough role. I go in mommy mode quick. It's people that would have died who went through what I went through. By the grace of God, I'm here. Out of my anger, I turned it into power. That was my only option. I healed myself. My tears are not tears of sadness. They are tears of joy. They are relief tears. And it's part of my process of healing. Now today, me and Tamika, we are very much divided from my mom. And I pray that that will change. I cried so much I ain't even got no tears. What I really like today is my mom to take accountability and just realize what she did to us.
What type of things would your mom punish you for?
Everything. Everything.
Every single thing. There, you could do no right as a child.
If it was just like, just to nudge it off. It was probably just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Got it. When did you and your sister first report your mom for abuse and what happened?
I did it.
You did it?
I did it.
Uh-huh.
I went and made up a lie to the DHR and told them to come get me and my sister.
How old were you at that time?
I was like 13.
13 years old, and you're calling Child Protective Services to come and protect you.
I used to get in trouble just to get away.
Just to get away?
Yeah.
Wow. Why do you say your mom is jealous of your bond with Tamika?
Because people don't like when you put your own force to something.
Yeah.
That they can't tear down. And that bond that me and my sister got, it's not for nobody to come against. We fight the world, we don't fight each other.
Good job, yeah. So what's your relationship like today with your mom?
You know, I don't have a relationship. I'm not gonna sit here and be fake because I'm not a fake person.
Yeah.
And I've tried and I've tried and I've tried.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes I do want to give up, but I don't. I don't give up because I know who I am.
Yeah.
I know where I've been. I don't know where I'm heading. I'm better than what I was, and I got faith in God.
Amen. 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 I'll tell you this. Of course, I'm always going to be here to help you and try to support you. But I do believe in boundaries, and I do believe that sometimes people get to their breaking point.
Oh,
and I do
yes.
believe that sometimes it's healthier to walk away than to stay in something. All right, everyone. Let's meet Shaquita's mom, Connie. Please welcome Connie to the show. Is it true that she raised her younger sister?
How can you raise someone when
Something that you did not do, you can't respond to.
he asked me a question?
But you did not raise us, so it's like...
I did raise you.
What is raising then? Give me a definition of
I raised
raising.
you. I never
Taking
I
care
put
of
a
me
roof over your head. I gave you food. You never was without. You never
wasn't
been
because of
abused.
you, though. It wasn't
You've
because
been
of you.
rebellious. Growing up,
You've been
didn't want to
rebellious.
listen. You're still
I'm
holding
not
on
gonna listen to
stuff
nobody that
you
got
should
me
let
in
go
arm's way,
right now.
that can't think for themselves, can't
And right now you're grown, and how you
It doesn't matter if you're grown or not. You have to respect every grown person mind. That's the problem. You don't respect people. You want to go on that mother level, but you got to understand that you got to respect your children. You got to respect their mind. You got to listen to them. Don't come out here being something that you're not, because it's not going to go well with me. He asked you a question, how you be. You can't tell him how you're going to be a mom.
And you can't speak for me.
Then what mamas play their role in, they make sure the house is okay. They don't sit in the room and cry and let everything be cut off in your house. Ask Tamika. And you know what? I have enough of this.
What do you say about Shakita talk about being abused by you? Was that true?
What abuse did she say? That she was abused by me?
She said
How do
that-
you be abused? You be abused for being disciplined to your kids. You don't beat them. You have never been in the system, and you have no bruises. Quita is a liar. She likes to lie. She can lie real good.
But are you saying she's lying about everything that you
Yes,
didn't?
I raised my kid. I raised them to the best of my ability.
Okay.
I love my daughters. They never suffered for anything, even though I went through hard times. But who's the angriest? Anger shows what in you and how you are, because you don't want to let go. Forgive. You're grown. Grow up. You never raised anybody.
So you think that the reason she's angry is because she can't forgive you?
Evidently, she can't forgive. Like I said, I never said I was perfect. I am not perfect. I went through things, but there were never abuse.
Do you think you were too hard on your daughters when they were growing up?
No,
No.
no. Not because of the rebellions and the things that she did. And Mika was the underdog. She was my youngest. She would always follow her. The
Did you
problem.
treat your daughters the same, from your opinion?
No.
They are different.
No, she don't. She don't.
What is the same?
Tamika is better than me, always been better
No.
than me. I'm gonna get the worst whooping. And guess what? When I was little, guess what I told her? You can whoop me and beat me as long as I can go back
Not
outside.
beat you.
Am I lying? I will take the whoopings and the beat as long as I can go
Don't
back
whip
outside
it.
and be free. I don't have, she gonna say I'm lying because she don't want y'all to know what I told y'all. Because you guys are strangers to her. But you guys will get what? You can entertain
Not
a stranger,
strangers.
entertain an angel. So I'm gonna be real with you guys.
So you do not think you treated her differently? Do you think you gave her more whoopings?
Ask my sister. I bet she ain't gonna lie about me.
No, I didn't give her more whipping.
You're right, because there was beatings.
I
You
never
give-
beat
you
you.
didn't beat her
I
more?
never was abused.
Hold up. Let's get to
You
this.
can-
Hold up. Let's.
Can I
When you
speak
say something,
or what?
it's good to prove a point.
I'm
Okay,
here to
if you
prove
didn't beat me,
anything.
she hit me in the mouth with an iron pipe. Okay, let's keep it
Iron
real.
pipe.
You hit me in the, oh, so you didn't give me these sticks and I called the police.
That is not an iron pipe.
That was an iron pipe you see. Admit
You
what you
was
did.
being
Isn't it bad?
rebellious. Yes,
I don't
did.
care how
I
rebellious
went
I am.
to
I'm not
jail.
gonna- You can be mad at me. I'm not gonna pick up and hit you in your mouth with it.
I went to jail.
For a proper
I
cause,
went
because you
to
put your
jail.
hands
Yes,
on me
I did
for
go to
nothing.
jail for
Whoop me
that.
right, don't beat me.
Because of her mouth.
So
I did.
you hit her
My
with...
mouth
I
came from you.
did.
Stop
But it
calling
was
me.
not an iron pipe.
What was it?
I can't remember exactly what it was.
How can I not remember what you did
But
to me
I
when you
was
did it
angry,
with
and
me?
I did do her mouth, but I was angry.
She
I've
bust my-
overcame all of that. I've grown. I've learned. And I love. And I love her.
Could it have been something that was in the house? Could it have been...
It was
something
an iron pipe, baby.
Iron pipe?
It was
Okay.
an iron pipe, baby. I'm telling you, I don't make up
I
stuff.
believe you. I'm
It was
just
an iron
listening.
pipe. And she told me what she did. She said, I brought you in and I'll take you out. No, you won't take
Yes,
me out
I
on
did
no humbug.
say it. I said
You
it.
won't take me out on no
I brought
humbug.
you in, and it was her mouth because of the rebellion.
That's how you
Rebellion
treat me.
don't make you wrong, but I never abused you. Yes, I whooped your
What do
butt
you call
because
that?
you was rebellion. You are very
So how
rebellious.
old were you when you went to jail for hitting her?
I don't remember. Maybe in my 50s.
And how old was she?
13.
She was 13.
Yeah, maybe.
13. I remember everything. I
She
write
was
everything
13,
down.
Yes.
So at 13 years old, you hit her, you don't remember with what, but it was severe enough. Yes, I'm not questioning you. I'm saying for her.
When I went to jail,
that you went to
at
jail
the time,
because the police thought it was bad.
When I went to jail at the time, it was called out for someone else, and at that time, if I hit her at the time, her mouth had already healed. And when this situation was going on, when I called
you. No, I ain't calling for nobody else. Now,
for someone that I called
for you because you formed the pipe.
What's called with me? Then she said.
Oh, we ain't talking about what you had your man fighting us. We had to help you fight. That's a whole different ballgame. Now, we can go to another episode if you want to now, because we done helped you fight everybody all our life. That's why we so strong, and we ain't gonna give up.
Well, listen.
You want to holler about grow up, but you have never ever
God
just said,
story.
well, I'm sorry for what I did.
I'm here
sorry
today
for
to
this.
say.
And you still want to keep coming
I'm
with
here
this,
now
and I'm your
to
mama,
say
and you got to grow
that
up.
I'm sorry. I am not a perfect parent.
Baby, I ain't never said you were.
I went through stuff that maybe I can't explain, but I'm here to say that don't make it right. But forgive me, because I'm only a human being, and I love you, and I love Mika. Can we grow from here? Can we do better? Can we love each other?
I love you regardless of what.
And I love you too.
I love you regardless of what.
I think it's time to meet Chiquita's younger sister, Tamika. Please, everyone, welcome Tamika to the show.
I hate for somebody to lie on me.
How you doing? I gotta ask you, what was your childhood like? Was it abusive?
I'm not gonna say it was abusive, but it was overrated.
She didn't get beat like I beat.
Did your sister get different treatment from you?
Yeah.
She did. She did. In what ways, from your opinion?
Oh.
We was rebellious as kids too. So I ain't gonna say everything just was on my mom, because it was on all of us. Like, but we did get excessive whoopings, and for sometimes I thought that it was, I felt like it wasn't right, because sometimes we didn't even know what we was getting whippings for.
So she's saying that they would get beat and they didn't know why.
Okay, for instance, if I told you you should be in that house at a certain time when that light comes on, you was about 15 and she was about 13. At that time, matter how you felt about it, yes, I would come down the street. I wouldn't beat you, but she would run on and take us and go on in the house.
No, she wouldn't take us. She'll run and hide.
She'll run in front of and hide. She'll take us and go on.
As long as I can get my whooping and go back outside, I'm good.
It wasn't a beating. It was a lick. Like it was
like,
out of respect.
It's like everybody just got anger built up in them. Like,
I don't have anger.
It's like everybody just got so much anger built up in them. I don't got no anger built up in me.
Yeah.
I do.
I understand. Do you feel like you caught in the middle?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. And your mom now, do you think this has made you see your mom different today?
Yeah, like a lot of approaches that my mom tried with us, I don't use those approaches on my kids.
Oh, so you don't?
No.
I would never. I would never.
What do you want to see get fixed in your family?
For us to have better understanding, like talk and listen to each other, like everybody just don't have to be so opinionated all the time. It's like I'm always caught in the middle, and yes, my mom says sorry a lot, but it's like saying sorry don't even matter sometimes when you go back and do the same thing constantly over and over and over again.
Do you feel like you do the same things over again that you said sorry for?
No.
Do you think you can respect your daughters?
Yes, I can respect them, and I want the same thing, respect and boundaries.
Yeah.
But you know, in order to get something, you have to give it too.
But don't nobody cross your boundaries until you cross the boundaries, though.
You cross my boundaries when you talk to me
You're
any kind of
getting into me
way.
and my sister
It's
big.
always
You cross
like
my
you
boundaries
think
when
you
you're
can
jealous.
disrespect
You're
people
jealous.
No,
You're
I hate you.
jealous.
I love
That's all
both
this.
of you.
You make me just
There's
tell
no
you what you
jealousy
mean.
in my life.
See, that's what it is. Nobody
Both
can't
of
talk, so
you.
I don't even
Because
feel like talking to
is
them.
it your
You're
time
never
to
going
speak
to
or my
admit when
time
you're
to
wrong.
speak?
I feel like I've been speaking so much as a prayer, but I feel like if I don't speak and
That's
say something,
your
they don't be right.
feelings, though. That's your feelings.
Because I know how you done had us and just sitting there looking dumb and acting like you don't know what the
But
question
God
is.
knows
And the question
the
on
story.
you. Give a
I
cover
okay,
for
the devil
self.
can
Give a
speak
cover
too.
for devil.
Do you hate
Yeah, I
Shaquita?
don't want to say
you
God.
hate-
No, I love Shaquita.
Fake.
I love Shaquita.
Fake. Karamo.
Why would I not love my daughter?
Well, you show me that you love me. I said, but by you saying it and being two-faced, I ain't buying it.
Do you think you show her that you love her?
No.
She say I don't show her
I'm
love.
telling you the truth. I know you don't.
What? Tell me what is love?
I get
then?
attacked first.
She need to tell me what is love.
How can I tell you something you ain't
I
never
mean,
gave me? How do I
nobody
know?
can't
I don't
tell
know
each
how I
other
feel.
nothing because nobody
The love
never
that she
listens.
needs.
I don't
Like,
know how I
both of y'all
feel.
need to
Can you
start
tell
by
your mother
listening.
that?
Like,
I don't
nobody
know how I
don't never
feel.
listen.
Can you
I
tell
don't
her?
gotta
like talking
tell
to-
me.
I don't try talking to her. I'm over all this.
She doesn't know what love feels.
She
doesn't
don't
know what love
congratulate
feels.
us. She don't never say I'm proud of you. Am I lying, Tamika? She never say I'm proud of you, Tamika, for raising them 5 kids by yourself. What's going on?
The world gonna know about
The
it.
universe gonna know about it. But
The
that
world
stranger,
gonna-
he ain't gonna never get. Man, I don't deal with fake people, and I'm tired of fake people. And the way I met, I done took somebody's head off.
Not mine.
Well, I ain't gotta take that. Because guess what? I know how you know how you don't take people's heads off. You do this right here. You
Stay
put a
away
gap
from
in it
them.
and you stay. I'm gone. I
Exactly.
ain't coming back on no more. I admit that. I ain't coming back on no more.
She's angry.
Okay, she been angry for a long, long time.
But do you understand why she's angry? Because I can hear. I'm gonna say this first. I understand from what I just heard, and I've been taking notes, and without the notes, I can only gather what your life has been through. And I understand. I can understand probably the way you were raised, that you were raised where there was like strictness, there was rules, you got beat, you got told certain things. Am I wrong? Please tell me.
I did not get beat. I did not get abused. I got disciplined.
Okay. So,
I had a loving father, but he was abusive. But I don't hold what my father or my mother did against me. Because like I say, there's no perfect parents in this world.
yeah. So what I was just
And we
saying-
all gonna feel some way,
What I'm
whether it's
saying
right
to
or
you-
wrong.
What I'm saying to you is, you just did confirm what I was saying. Even though you're not holding against your father hit you. He abused you. He hurt you.
I'm not angry,
Okay.
and I'm not bitter.
I didn't say that. If you can show your daughter's patience in saying, like, I'm going to be on your time. I'm not going to fight. The sorry right now is not really what she needs. She needs patience. She needs to know that you're willing to let her process and not to negate anything that she's had. Could you make a commitment that if your daughter says, I felt like I was abused, instead of saying you weren't abused, you say, okay, I hear you.
Yes.
If you stop defending what your daughter says and just listen so that she can build that trust with you, y'all will have a relationship. What are you thinking about?
I agree.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I really do. All right, everyone. Thank you for being with us. Come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and we can keep growing. I love you all. Why is your family so shattered?
It all started in 2019 when I dropped out of college. I got a really, really bad, I don't know if it's called GPA anymore, but it was .75. So I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't focused on school at all. And it was for a multitude of reasons. One being boy, one being just motivations lost in certain things. So when I came back in December, because it was a semester when they told me that I could not come back and I was not fit.
Yes.
They said, my parents said, well, what's the reason? Well, what's the issues and what's going on? And at that time, they realized that I just started partaking in marijuana.
Okay.
So they solely focused it on, it's because she's doing marijuana. That's why she's not.
Why
She's a very
everything's
smart
going down.
girl.
Okay, got
She
it.
got accepted to 13 colleges, so it can't be, she's dumb. It has to be something influencing her mind.
Got it.
So they just put it to that.
Got it. So why are you so upset with your family?
Because of the way they treated me during, I guess, my trials. They should have known the type of daughter that I was from the years that they raised me, which is a stand-up girl that could turn into a stand-up woman.
Yeah. So you want them to be a little bit more supportive and think about what could be other reasons than just focusing on one, which is weed. How much weed do you think you smoke?
I smoke every day.
Okay.
I smoke every day.
Okay. What's your relationship like with your mom?
The relationship was everything that I wanted it to be when it was great, but especially now since my mom has her own trauma, I guess, with weed, like, it's hard for us to even be in the same vicinity as far as this close, because let's say I'll have a lasting, like a smell over me, it will be nauseating to her. So most of the time when we're together, there's always an overlying conscience of, like, am I bothering her? Am I affecting her? It doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah. Makes you feel like constantly like you're not enough.
Yeah.
Like you have to walk on eggshells
Yeah.
with her.
And compared to the person I was and the child I was growing up, why couldn't you guys believe in me,
Tell me about the day, because I read this, that they dragged you out by your feet.
It was a matter that didn't even have to do with weed. It was, apparently I was smart at the mouth to my father at a moment that he wasn't feeling it, or he thought that I went against him or against what he said. And he kind of was just in my face saying, stop, stop, as I continued to talk. And I'm here like, why? When am I gonna be heard? In my mind, I'm saying that. So I'm just like continuing to talk. And when I continued to talk, he said, okay. And then he grabbed the suitcase from downstairs to bring it upstairs and said, you're leaving. You're going to another place, whatever the case may be, you can't be here. I said, I'm not going anywhere. And me thinking that I can, you know, go downstairs to my mom and my sister and say, hey, this is what he's trying to do to me off of nothing, off of him feeling like I'm being smart, when really I'm just being me. I'm trying to be heard. I got looked at as if I was a ghost.
And then how did you get on your back for them to drag you on your feet?
Because my dad put his hands on me to put me out of the house.
Got it. And you fell back.
And I was fighting him because I'm not, you know, I was pushing away, trying to get away from him, not, you know, punching, but get it away from him. And, you know, he's pulling me in, and that's when it got to the point where I tried to, like, kick him and stuff like that because he's grabbing me and I fell to the floor. That's when my sister and my dad picked me up from off the floor, like, you know, like I was a felon or something intruding into their house. I'm, you know, in the backyard, my sister is pushing her hand into my throat to push me back down the stairs.
Wow. All right, well, I want everyone to take a look at something your sister Danielle has to say.
My sister Ariel and I used to be close, but then she started blaming me for all of her failures and mistakes. I haven't done anything wrong. The truth is, Ariel takes issues with me because she's jealous. I'm going places in my life. I have a good job, a good education, and I get along with people. And she's stuck in the same place. She has so much anger. She starts arguments and even threatens to fight me. What she needs to understand is that you can't blame me for your bad choices, bad behavior, and getting high all day. I'm her older sister. I deserve more respect, not this hateful attitude. Ariel, you need to stop this jealous, bitchy attitude and just grow up.
How's it feel to hear what your sister had to say?
What would I be jealous of?
Well, I think it's time we meet your sister Danielle and hear her side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Danielle to the show. Hi, Danielle. You look beautiful as well. May I give you a hug?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet
Jealous
you.
of what? What that gave?
Girl, when I said, first of all, let's tell the truth and let's shame the devil, amen? Let's talk about college, right? She failed out of school. When she failed out of school, and you, mind you, when you was at college, I called you every single night, and you didn't tell me not once that you wasn't going to school. After she got kicked out of school, I wrote the appeal for her to go back to school. I did that by myself. Then they didn't accept the appeal, so what did I do? I applied for her to go to community college afterwards. I wrote that application. And then you talking about, oh, everything happened, you got kicked out of the house for no reason. Aaron, you are so disrespectful, and you are so violent.
I hated weed, right? And I use the word hated because I was educated by even Ariel.
By mainly me.
And Daniel, by say even Ariel, Daniel and her friends and others has explained to me that, Mom, you cannot blame the substance for what happened to Ariel. Let me tell you something. Ariel is one of the most, I can't explain, talented, brilliant, beautiful minds out there.
That's why I don't got time to be playing when somebody be capping in my face.
I'm telling you, right?
So then what is the real reason then that you failed class if you're beautiful? What was the real reason that...
Yeah, what was the real reason that you failed?
What was the real reason? I was so worried about a man and what was going on with that man.
But you didn't
Every
say
single
that at
new
that
day,
time.
it was a new episode of my... I sure did, but you know what everyone else heard? The smoke.
Nobody heard
Everyone
nothing.
else heard
At
the
that
smoke
time,
in the
At
air.
that time, I was the only one that knew you smoked weed, Ariel. I didn't tell nobody nothing.
Yeah, because
the only time they found out that you smoked weed, Ariel, was because you were smoking in the house. And you know you're not supposed to be doing that.
I was smoking a weed pen in the house.
Yes.
No.
And that doesn't
So
implicate...
she was smoking in the house, a weed pen. All of a sudden, Karamo, I don't know what happened. They turn into like somebody else, right? And all of a sudden, their interest in their education fall, and they just want to chill and relax.
But
Take
then
it
when
easy.
listen,
so because of that, I didn't want to see that for Ariel. So when I heard that Ariel was smoking,
Of course. I was like, wait, what's going on? It started morning, she can't eat. Noon, she can't eat until she smoke. Dinner,
And if
no
she don't
food.
smoke, she's picking fights
and
with
when she
everybody.
doesn't smoke, she is a volcano. I'm telling you, and so...
And that was when? Years ago when I still was feeling all the pain and the hurt from me being deserted? Or now?
Deserted?
Because
Wait.
now, deserted.
When?
Deserted.
When?
Because at the end of the day, when I was sitting there homeless...
I didn't think we deserted Ariel. Ariel left. Ariel had a choice, right?
I had an ultimatum.
Remember, yes,
Because
yes.
it's their house.
Yes.
I'm so confused.
Yes.
But I'm your daughter and I'm your kid.
Wait. Stop smoking and take care of your schoolwork.
But that's what confuses me.
Wait. Stop
is we love talking about, that's my house and that's my house. Where else am I going to go if I came from y'all?
My producers told me that even though you don't like that she smokes weed, when you're in Jamaica with her, you bought her weed.
No, I didn't buy her. I give her the money to purchase good. I was afraid Ariel was going to get weed that was going to kill her. I'm going to put down some money so she could get the good Jamaican weed where she can just chill, right? Even though I don't like it.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Right.
Great. I was willing to compromise my principles so that Ariel is happy. I'm telling you, Karamo, the last day the weed was done. Perhaps, or the week,
And they about to get me tight.
Wait a
because
second.
what you're gonna do again is the same thing that I told you is what pisses me off and what makes me wanna go off and get disrespectful. Stop tying my emotions to marijuana. Stop tying my emotions to weed.
I'm not doing that.
Stop tying me to something that has nothing to do with how I feel about how y'all done me.
What did we do?
Girl, you was not there for me, girl.
What
you
kidding me? Time out. When she got kicked out, I was in college.
Yeah, I got it.
I had no money. I don't have money.
I got that.
I can't move out and provide a home for her.
Yeah.
I don't have
Ain't nobody asked you to
nothing.
do that.
I'm still living in the same house with our parents.
Girl, ain't
Every
nobody
day,
asked you to
I
do
argue
that,
with them.
girl.
I'm tired of being in the middle of this.
Ariel, so you called the show. What did you hope will happen today?
I would hope that I would get different treatment. And like I said, beautiful show. But if that was real life behind closed doors where I actually feel that love, because if you showing me you doing that behind closed doors, how come when I open the damn door, I'm not seeing it? But we're not talking about the disrespect behind doors.
I'm gonna tell y'all
though.
this. There's something that kept coming up, and every single one of y'all said it in different ways. That this is not you anymore, Ariel. And then I also kept hearing about what's been going on. So this is not about getting kicked out. There's some other trauma that has happened here that you don't feel supported by. And I'm not asking you to express it, but I'm almost positive there's something else. Because that is what has led you to feel as if I need to retreat from the person that I was before.
I was sexually assaulted when I was homeless, bro.
Okay.
And when I first told him, it was like they didn't believe me.
Not true.
Yeah.
Not true.
Who didn't believe you?
Listen.
Who didn't believe you?
That's not true.
Who didn't believe you?
It's not true.
You saying I didn't believe you?
No, go ahead, Mom.
Let me talk.
Let Mom talk. I knew that.
We offered Ariel police, rape kit, going to the hospital. Ariel refused.
I don't even want to sit there and have to look at that man's face and what he done to me. All I wanted was to be consoled and cradled around with my family.
I get it. So I
and what I
understand.
got was looks of confusion and seeing it was the truth.
She didn't even come home.
I believe you did.
I was looking. She didn't even come home. And she told me on the phone. I said, we got to get on this. When she came home, I cuddled her.
Because it happened in January and it was March.
I understand what's going on. There's a pressure of, this is who I've been my entire life, and I'm exhausted. And I've been in that position where you are feeling like I have to achieve, and then you get to a place where it's like, I'm exhausted. And whether or not you expressed it or not, I'm sure you were exhausted. For any young woman to get invited to 13 schools, accepted at 13 schools, you're a smart student. I just heard you say it. But then you compound that with now some other type of trauma. Now this is somebody who's saying, I don't need solutions, I need support. And not saying
therapy.
I get it.
They offered to pay for therapy. Not only that,
'Cause I want
I
to
go
let y'all
to
know.
therapy. I send her resources to go to therapy.
I don't need no solution with no damn therapist. I need a solution with you.
Hold on.
I'm not
there
talking
for her
to them.
all the
Because at the end of the day,
time.
I get therapists for better coping mechanisms to deal with stuff.
I understand that you all are trying to be there. Y'all are hurting as well. You're trying to figure out. sometimes people are not able to receive the support that we think that they need in that moment because they're still trying to process and deal with their head. And a lot of this anger, and I'm seeing how your body is shaking, I understand. There's angry, there's
You ain't
anger.
been through what the hell I've been through, and you got the nerve to really sit there and be like, oh yeah, I exuded all my effort for you. I exuded da-da-da-da-da, but I don't see you do half of the stuff you do for other people for me. Get out of here, bro. Like, get out of here with that, bro.
Listen, this makes sense
How am I gonna believe that?
makes sense. Here, let me give you a tissue too. This makes sense of why in Jamaica, y'all had a conversation about sisters as boundaries, and you said, I'm doing boundaries, and she said, what the hell is their boundaries? Because she's looking for you to show up in a way right now that in your mind, you're like, I'm showing up, I'm doing it.
No, I literally am. It's not in my mind.
I know.
So I asked her what she wants from me. She can't even tell me.
I'm gonna tell you again. What I wanted from you is at the end of the day, right now, you could say, I would have moved differently back then.
And I apologized countless times.
Yeah, she doesn't need an apology.
It's been 5 years, and I've apologized countless times.
What is apology gonna do for me?
The one thing she needed is the one thing you refused to giving her.
Which is what?
She said, I need you just to say back then, you would have did things differently.
Personally, I have said that to Ariel
You felt that?
several times.
So that's why you have more of a connection. That's why you're fine with your mom.
Wait a second.
You haven't.
I've said that to her several times. I would have done stuff differently.
And
like,
what
for
did I say to you,
example,
Ma?
For her to say,
I would have
she owns
done
the
stuff
house.
differently because
And what did I say?
wasn't even there.
Right.
And what did I
I
say?
was in college fighting for myself.
And what
Right.
did I say to you, Mom?
Right.
Didn't
So-
I say
so-
to you that I understand, but it's not the apology that I need from you?
Right.
And when I do mention that stuff that happens in the past, it's not because I'm trying to throw it in your face I'm just trying to let you know that I am, because of what's happening right now, feeling back in that space.
I think one solution, the first step, is that weed has to be out of the conversation. I think we can all identify that weed is not the issue here. It's not the issue at all. So weed can be out of the conversation. What this is that she's had a traumatic moment in her life, and in spaces of where she feels like she gets back in that space, it's gonna cause anger. It takes sometimes it takes years sometimes. If y'all really love her, it's gonna have to practice. Not if.
I love her
I know you know.
deeply.
I know you do. I know you do. And I apologize for saying the word if. What I want you to know is that right now, patience is going to be the time to heal. I'm trying to make sure you know I see you and see what you've done. And I understand the frustration you have being stuck in the middle. But right now, there's a lot of pain here that I think is going past even now. You hear it coming out. I think there's a lot of conversation that has to be happening around how y'all both feel about the relationship y'all have had from even before this. Thank you for being honest and open. Thank you. I'm sorry that y'all are in this difficult space. Mom, you got two amazing young women, and I know they can get back there because they have a strong mother right here with them. And I really do wish y'all the best of luck.
Thanks for your time.
So tell me, what happened between you and your mom last summer?
I
heard it got physical fight?
Yes. She attempted to put me out. I don't remember why, but we got into it. She's like pulling on my leg, literally humiliating, trying to get me out of her house. I wouldn't leave though, but that still hurt me. I never got my apology for that.
Got it. So do you feel like she still owes you this apology?
Absolutely.
Okay. And why do you feel that way?
Because she's my mother. You put your hands on me.
Okay. I can't believe I'm reading this. Your sister threatened to kill you?
Absolutely.
Okay, what happened?
I was pregnant at the time. I came home. I wanted my cornbread. Wasn't there.
Okay.
She was like, I don't eat cornbread. It came to a big argument. Something was said along the lines, I'll kill you. And that's basically all I remember. When me and Valena fight, it's
never easy.
It's not tiny.
Yeah.
When we fight to kill.
Okay. Wow.
I think she hates me for even being alive. Like.
So you think that Valena made stuff up about you, about your childhood, right?
Things that she says,
Yes.
I did not experience at all.
Okay.
I never witnessed my mom doing the things that she says happen. She said something about extension cords and all that. That never happened.
Never happened for you?
No, and I never witnessed that happen.
Okay.
And that's just what it is. You didn't experience it because, here we go, you're the youngest, you're the baby, blah, blah, blah. I was there. Me and Valena grew up like basically twins. We're
Got
best
it.
friends. So how are you going to tell me I wasn't there? When did this happen?
So how does your family feel about your wife, Shantae?
They think that she controls me.
Do you think Shantae is controlling?
Yes, I do think she's controlling, but I also know that she's changing, and she's gonna at least try. She's not for the weak.
It's very interesting language. She's not for the weak.
She is not.
Barbara's wife, Shantae, is in the audience. Shantae, you here? Hey, how you doing? Come on, stand up for me. So, Shantae, describe your relationship with your wife's family.
We don't have a relationship.
And why not?
They're just too toxic.
So what do you think is the root issue of with this family?
The drinking, them on pills. So if they stop all that, I feel like they could finally see each other and grow.
Do you feel like your sister and your mother drink and do pills, as your wife said?
We all have.
You all have?
Me as well, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I stopped because I was ready to stop.
Okay. How long
Do
have
I
you been
drink
sober now?
wine?
Congratulations,
Yes.
by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. How long have you stopped for?
About 7 years.
So, Shantae, do you feel like they're trying to drag her back into this life?
I feel like they don't want her to grow.
At all?
They don't like me because of what she's become.
Okay. I want to please welcome Barbara's sister, Valina, to the show. Valina, come on up on me. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Let me give you a hug. Yes, of course. What's going on? You're emotional. I see it already. What's happening?
To hear that she was hurt because of what happened about the threat, I didn't threaten her like that. I said, put hands on me. I'm gonna lay hands. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a big argument. They're chasing me. Her and my mother's chasing me. Get her, Barbara, hit her, Barbara. And I'm like, no, I'm not here. So I'm trying to leave. Next thing you know, I go home. I get a knock on the door. I'm arrested for assault and harassment.
Wow. Okay. And when did this happen? How long ago was this?
It's like 2005 or 2006.
But the pain of that is still lingering with you all.
It's crazy because we never really fought. When we was little, we get mad the next day, hey, you left your shirt over here, come get it. Okay, I'm gonna come get it, bitch. You know, that's how it is. We cool. But I can never hate my sister.
But you're okay with not talking to me for a year and I have to go this far, though?
All you gotta do is call me. You know how I am, Barbara.
Yeah, and you're also aggressive, and you
I'm
get
not aggressive.
upset. Like, if I talk to you about something, you immediately go into defense, like I'm coming for you. I'm never gonna come for you because I'm always gonna be behind you. I got your back. So that's not fair to me.
Okay, well, when you say something, it's too late. You held it in too long. I'm already defensive because the way you're coming out, hey, you do this, you do this. I'm like, why we don't have to get like that, you know what I'm saying?
But it builds up from here to here to here, and every time we laugh it off and pretend like it didn't happen, I'm still broken.
Okay, well, talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had talks.
Hold on, I want to go back. So, Valina, you didn't go to your sister's wedding. Why?
No.
Why?
Honestly, I didn't even know when it was.
Everybody knew when it was. You didn't go. You didn't want to go because you don't like Shantae.
Is that true? You don't like Shantae?
Okay, let me clear this up.
You told my producer that Shantae rubbed your shoulders in a romantic way. What did you mean by that?
Oh, yeah. I told you this. Remember, we was all drinking, and yeah, once in a while, I used to pop pills, and she comes from behind the couch and goes like this. And then I looked at her and she's cheesing in my face. And I'm like, what?
Let me
You
make
took that the wrong way. That's
let me
crazy.
stop you there. That is never
You're not
gonna be
even
a threat
attractive to me. for
I'm
one.
not saying it. I just said I got
Hold
weirded by
up,
it.
hold
Look
up.
at my
I'm not
wife and
threatened
look
by
at
it.
you.
I
You're
don't
not
want you.
attractive.
You don't want me. I know that.
Hold on, I don't want to call the name.
She's being disrespectful.
I don't want to call the name.
See, I'm about to leave.
No, I don't want you to leave.
she's
I don't
being
want you to leave. I don't
disrespectful,
want you
and
to
I'm trying
leave.
to
I
talk
don't
to
want
my
you to leave.
sister.
I don't want you to leave.
I respect her,
Barbara,
and that's
I
it.
want to know, do you believe Shantae tried to touch you in a romantic way?
No, and I don't mean romantic. I just said
I
she did it and it felt weird. That's
That's
it.
fine, but don't try to throw my wife. My wife, I'm the most beautiful thing on this planet to her, and I know that for a fact.
Sure, I'm out of here. I can't. If I can't.
No, I want you to talk.
No, that's
I want
not
you to
fair.
talk. I want you to talk.
I just said something. I'm not even attacking you. I just said
Because you
something.
keep
I didn't do
cutting me
anything.
off, and I'm trying to talk.
He asked me a question. How I'm cutting you off?
I did ask the question. That was
Okay.
me. That was on me.
Okay.
So, Valina, do you feel like your mom and sisters gang up on you? Because I'm
course.
seeing that you're walking away. So
Of
do you
course.
feel? Why do you feel that way?
I can't answer that.
You can't handle the truth.
What are you talking about?
All you guys run,
I'm about
you
to
guys
go
can't
because she
handle
won't
the
leave me
truth.
alone.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about. The respect.
Why have you spoken to your mom, Cheryl, in months?
I reached out to her. Matter of fact, I reached out before I went to surgery, and she had a surgery the next day. I talked to her the next day, and she said, ask her friend, because she knows how she's feeling. So I stopped reaching out.
Why did that hurt your feelings?
Because I should ask my mother if she should be able to tell me.
Okay.
I've been reaching out for her all my life. I wanted her to love me.
So even on that moment, you were reaching out to her, it just brought up these feelings of when you reached out as a kid and she wasn't there. It's funny because you say she's disrespectful, you say she's disrespectful, everybody, all of y'all got mouths. All of y'all are stronger than me. So let's be real. But the thing is that this is learned behavior. Because when we see adults who have attitude now, it's usually out of pain, out of something that's happened in their own life, or they've come from households where they've learned this. How was the behavior with your mother when growing up? Did you witness her being more aggressive? Did she have a mouth? Was she abusive?
And it's not like I was sitting there throwing her saying, oh, she beat me, stitch cords and belts. Well, she did.
When did that happen, though?
You know she did.
No, I don't.
You know she did. Come on, man.
That never happened.
Come on, man. She didn't ever beat you.
No.
Why did we get put in foster care then? Why did tell her that they did?
I have no idea. I've never been hit with an extension cord by anybody.
Why is that on all the records at the
on what
CPS?
records? Pull them up. Pull them up.
See, that's the
Pull
problem.
them up.
I'm trying to be honest and speak my truth, and you're not listening, man.
Because that's not my truth. I do not. There's no extension cords.
Do you feel like Barbara doesn't believe you about your childhood?
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
It hurts me. I just feel like when I reach out to her, it's like if I'm saying something and she feels like I'm saying something disrespectful, whether it's to whatever, to her or somebody else, she gets defensive, and I don't want her to be like that. I want her to just express herself.
Because just how you just sat up here and told me, you don't remember that, you don't remember that. If you're gonna come at me aggressive, I'm gonna respond aggressive. You have to accept the fact when I say something. If I do not remember, that is okay.
Okay, well just say you don't remember about you. You're saying it like she don't hit me. You know
I
what I'm saying?
can't speak for you.
Okay, well that's all I wanted to know. If you're speaking on both of us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we're here with Barbara and Belina, sisters who say their relationship is broken because too many lies, physical threats. But I think there's a very important piece of this story and a very important person that needs to get in here, and it's the mom. Everyone, please welcome Cheryl to my show. There's a lot of pain that's going on here between your daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I gotta ask you, why did you get a restraining order against Belina?
Well, she was threatening to kill her, and they were getting into it, and they was, I don't know, she grabbed a knife and said she was gonna stab her.
I never grabbed a knife that day.
You did.
I didn't even go in the kitchen.
We were all in the kitchen.
I was in the living room.
No.
I was with the baby.
Okay, so I don't understand.
What are you talking about? I was putting the baby in a big old Cadillac stroller, and I was trying to leave. You kept saying, "Go get her, Barbara, get her, Barbara." You was chasing me.
Why would she tell her pregnant daughter to go fight you?
Because that's what happens.
That's not, so I'm gonna fight you pregnant. That doesn't even make sense. Get her, Barbara. I'm not a dog. She can't sick me on you.
Okay.
See,
let's bring it down tonight.
That's what she did.
So why do you say you weren't Mother of the Year? Because you told my producers that, and I thought that was very interesting language for you to say.
Well, because I wasn't the mother I should have been had I known how to be a mother.
Okay.
They have grounds to be a little upset with me, although I've asked for forgiveness over a lot.
I try to forgive you.
Yeah, and
but I gotta say I appreciate you acknowledging that. Because sometimes I get on the show and a mother would not even acknowledge that they didn't do anything wrong. So one of the things that your daughters were fighting about is like she's saying there was no abuse in the house. She's saying there was. Did you abuse your daughters in that moment when you were in a bad place?
Nobody was ever hit with no extension cords or beat like that with Belina. I don't know where you got that from. I've never hit you or Barbara with an extension cord or anything like that.
You switches.
What?
You go outside and grab a switch. You didn't go outside and keep grabbing switches every time we act up?
So you mean, okay, so...
Come on, man. Now I'm delusional. Now I'm just
No, you're delusional about extension cord.
You know what? I'm telling my truth.
I don't know.
I'm going to let you tell your truth, and I'm telling my truth. This is what happened. Okay, to me.
Okay.
And this is what I feel now. Like I'm getting attacked. Like no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Okay, now
I get it. I get it. I hear you.
I'm not about this.
See, look, this is it.
What is it?
I'm not attacking nobody. The minute I start to tell my truth, y'all like to step in. Y'all have to understand that you two are the reason why I'm broken.
Tell me how. Tell me how.
Laugh it off. Pretend like nothing happened. Then you want to sit up here and go back and forth. You guys is okay with not talking to me for a long time.
No, it's not.
I was dying. Ask my wife.
But you didn't reach out to me.
For what? So you can do this?
What do what?
Pretend like you like I come like I came
How
for you.
many times have I said if you ever had some problem, talk to me? And you say, no, I'm good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good, sister, we're good.
No, and then as soon as you got something to say about my wife, come talk to me, but I'm not messing with your wife.
I never said
come on,
that
I'm not
like
choosing
that.
between
I
none of
never
this.
said that.
Oh my gosh,
I said,
you never said that?
I don't respect your wife.
That's not
I mean,
gonna
I
fly
respect
with
her,
me.
Barbara,
but
I need to know.
I don't have to be around her.
Barbara,
I can
what do
respect
you
her. I
need?
don't have to-
Barbara,
okay.
what do you need
See,
from
every
your
time it's about
sister?
her wife,
Hold on,
I'm
Barbara,
telling you,
what
every
do you
time it's
need?
about her. Every time it's about her.
Your daughter said she needs a true apology for putting her hands on her.
Well, I apologize, Barbara.
Now, the second thing is that she wants to know, because this is your baby, why did you feel okay with knowing that you can go a year without me?
I was never okay being without her for even a second.
But do you feel like she did?
I thought that she was just like, I'm done with you because I'm not perfect. So without you, I don't have nothing.
And I've never not said you couldn't come through my door,
Mom,
ever.
but why would I want to come there when there's stipulations and you're like, well, this and that and the third?
There's no stipulations.
During this time period when y'all weren't talking, why didn't you reach out to her?
Because I felt like she didn't want to hear from me. She said I was toxic.
I did.
Okay.
And that hurt.
Yeah. I know, Mom. I could imagine. I could imagine. Can you apologize to your mom for calling her toxic?
I do apologize for calling you toxic.
Can you say to your daughter, I wanted you back and I missed you during that time?
Of course, I've always missed it. Every day.
Do you feel like you've heard your mom? Do you feel like y'all have healed each other?
Yeah, it's a start.
All right, time to bring out Felina. Felina, can you come back out? So now you're back. You heard them talk about acknowledging each other, apologizing. What do you want to say?
I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I do apologize to you, Mother, because you gave birth to me and I loved you since day one.
How can y'all fix each other then? How can y'all fix this relationship? Can you apologize to her wife?
Oh, yes. From the bottom of my heart, I do apologize for anything I've said or done to you or disrespect you in any type of manner. I want to grow to learn to respect you in your marriage and not say anything that's out of bounds between you guys, because you guys chose each other as one for a reason.
Shante,
and I
can
got to
you accept
respect
that?
that.
Can you accept
And
that?
I'm sorry.
This is just a step.
And I mean it.
This don't mean it's healed. This is a step.
I really do
Can
mean
you
it.
accept this first step?
Yes.
Okay.
And
You
I
accept this first step?
apologize for whatever I did to your sister, your daughter. I know.
First step. You did the first step. Thank you. All of this is here is a first step. I really do honestly see a lot of love in this family. I swear to y'all. Does this give you a little bit? I wish I had 5 hours sometimes, girl, because together we would, let me tell you, we'd have went out, we'd had a little coffee, it'd have been cute, okay? We'd have figured this all out. But do you have a little bit of something that you feel like you can go home with some tools to be better?
Yeah, I'm just happy to be talking to them and see their faces.
Me too.
There we go.
Can y'all give each other a hug? Because I really appreciate y'all.
I got a phone call last month on my birthday from my sister that changed my marriage. She said that he was talking to women at work and being grimy, and I am not okay with that. I felt heartbroken. We have 3 children together. We've been together for 6 years. The man that I thought he was is not who he is. It's embarrassing, it's heartbreaking that he could do this to our family. It still hurts. I feel like I married a stranger.
So how did you hear about Aaron flirting with the coworkers?
My husband, he actually works with Aaron in the same area, and there were multiple people coming up to him and telling him that Aaron is talking about being with other women and basically criticizing these other women and saying he's going to tap them and what he would do to them and sleep with them. Like, who even says they would tap them? Like, what is this, the 1980s? Like, grow up and treat a woman with respect, especially with your wife.
You better preach. You better preach.
Like, it's crazy.
I mean, if your husband works with him, why would he even be so bold to say that at work?
I feel like Aaron thinks that he's all this and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, he's nothing but a lowlife who can't keep a job,
wow.
can't support his family, and doesn't deserve my sister. She's amazing, she's beautiful, she's kind, and he does nothing but beat her down.
How did your sister react when you called her?
When I called my sister, I could see the look on her face. I video chatted her, and as soon as I told her, her face just dropped. And she was so upset, and I could just tell how she felt. Like, she was outraged, but she was so sad to know that he would do this to her. And honestly, it doesn't even surprise me because I've known Aaron like my whole life. And I tried to warn her from the get-go that he's this way and that he would treat her like this, but I guess she didn't believe me.
So from your opinion, outside of him saying, I want to tap it, do you believe that he has been cheating?
I do. It breaks my heart that he has beaten my sister down so much and broke her heart that I can't stand him.
Got it. Do you think your sister should be with him?
No, I absolutely think that they should be done. They should end it. I feel like Aaron would just go his separate ways, and he honestly wouldn't even care if she did leave him.
Well, you know, we unlocked Aaron's phone. Do you think we're going to find anything?
I do. I think there's definitely going to be some stuff in there, and I honestly can't wait to find out what is in that phone because my sister deserves the truth.
All right, then. Well, listen, everyone. I think it's time to meet your brother-in-law, Aaron, and get his side of the story. Aaron, come on out.
CeeLo, I haven't done.
You haven't done anything. Okay.
No.
Okay.
And I honestly can't wait till you freaking show everything on my phone.
Do you feel like she's trying to break up your marriage?
Yes.
You do? Why?
Because she has been jealous of me and Kaylin from day one.
Got it.
She gets mad because Kaylin's able to get pregnant. This one, she thinks that she gets pregnant, even though she doesn't. She's pregnant for not even a day, and then the next day the test is positive, which I find funny.
So, okay. I'm not going to go too deep in that because talking about her fertility issues, if there might be some, is a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm sorry, love. Here you go. Here you go. No. Here you go. Here, take this napkin. Take this napkin. Here you go. Sorry about that. That was a pretty low blow for your sister-in-law. I mean,
can't stand her.
Yeah.
I've hated her since day freaking one.
Yeah. She did make claims that you said you were having sexual conversation with your coworkers. Is that true?
No, I did not.
Because she said that came from her husband, who was a friend of yours and a coworker.
But see, though, me and her husband don't work in the same vicinity.
Okay.
What's his tattoo worked at Ward for multiple times.
Kaylin's initial.
You have her initial in your heart? Okay, then.
What a joke. Should be a broken heart.
You're a joke.
So why do you think they're accusing you if you're saying that never happened?
I honestly don't have the slightest freaking clue.
Why would all of these people come to us saying, like, specifics?
But why are there
are
so many
specifics?
Why are there so many different stories then?
What stories? The specifics were that you were talking about sleeping with other women, what you would do to these women.
No.
And
have you?
About tapping these women. That's a weird word to use. Like, nobody uses that word anymore. Nobody. Like, we're not old. We're 22, 23, and 4 years old.
Have you ever cheated on your wife?
No.
How have these accusations affected you?
That's pissing me off because this is the first time that has ever happened in any of my past jobs.
Okay. And in any of your past relationships, have you ever heard someone accuse you?
No.
No one. Now, your wife is the one who called us and asked us to unlock your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to find anything?
No.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to meet your wife, Caitlin, and get her side of the story as well. So everyone, please welcome Caitlin to the show.
How dare you do this to our family? And don't ever say that about my sister again.
I don't care. I can't stand it. I don't care.
I don't care. You're not going to do
I
that.
didn't do anything
you
to our
have
freaking
broken
family.
my trust. You have hurt our children. You've hurt me. I'm done. I'm done with it. You better not be lying to me anymore.
I'm not.
You better not. You better not.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so what happened when you contacted his female coworker?
I had asked her if she even just knew him. And she told me at first that, she had spoken to him, just coworker stuff. Not a big deal, but it is a big deal because I had asked him, and he said that he had never talked or was around them. So when she told me that, I confronted him, and this one, I guess he'd never even spoken to her, but she told me word for word their conversation.
Got it. We have some of those messages that my producer wanted me to take a look at. Hi, could you tell me what my husband has been saying to you? How are you? Always smiling. I said, I'm not. It's just not been a terrible day yet, but this place can do that to you. Good luck. I don't know who that's from. Is that a message? He said there's 2 older women he tapped. Excuse my language. I'm his wife. We have 3 young kids. He definitely said it was flirtatious talk with hints of sexual innuendos. On his part, she's married with kids and would never cheat with anyone. So this woman is confirming that he made sexual innuendos or something, but the woman never did anything back.
Not that I know of. But
okay, what is your...
See, though, in further messages, it also says that I never even spoke to this bitch.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
That's what you told me. That's what
No.
you told me.
That's also in your messages
No,
too
it is
that
not.
we didn't even
No.
speak.
No, it is not.
How's this
Yes,
affected
it
your
is.
family, Caitlin, and
Well,
your children?
when I found everything out, I was devastated. I was hurt, and it happened on my birthday, actually. So I got the call from her, and she had told me.
Kids. Beautiful
Yes.
kids.
She had told me, and obviously we started fighting and yelling, and my kids hate that. They were crying, they were screaming. I took them away. I didn't want them to be in that because they don't deserve that. They deserve the best in life, and not this. This is not what they deserve.
Have you ever suspected Aaron of cheating in the past?
Not like physically cheating, but he has done like internet things in the past, like on dating sites and looking at half-naked women.
Yeah.
Which
Skinny women.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
It does
yeah.
me.
Okay. Is he a good husband, a good father?
He can be.
Mhm.
He's not always been. He's working on it though. He has made some improvement, but not always. No.
Aaron, I gotta just talk to you because I'm watching your body language. I'm watching the way you're standing, and I read everything, and I'm watching just the intention behind your eyes as well. There's something going on with you, of where this aggression is coming from, because it seems misplaced. I understand that you're upset about being accused, and like you've heard me say before, like I have to listen to all sides and take your side. But there's something going on where you seem angry, or there's something I'm missing here, and I'm not getting it through this story.
This is just me just staying calm.
Okay, okay. I'm just sorry. My feeling and my intuition is always just something else is going on there, and I really hope to help you all because at the end of the day, there's a family here, and we just saw your 3 beautiful kids, and so there has to be some resolution here. Do you feel like your sister is trying to break you two up?
No, I don't. I think
don't?
she's just trying to be there for me.
She's trying to protect
Yes.
you. Good. Okay. So then why have you two talked? Because she said y'all haven't talked in a long time.
I mean, we do. I'd like to hang out with her more. I'd like to be with her more,
Like
but
the other night.
Yes,
We went
that
to
was
the-
amazing.
The hotel bar and we had fun. I had to help her in the elevator.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to associate with
Well,
my
is
sister.
Aaron the reason you don't see your sister too often?
Partially, yes.
Why?
He just doesn't like her, and I don't like conflict, so I'm not going to cause that conflict because I got to hear about it at home.
So you're like, just to keep the
Yes,
peace, I'd rather
exactly.
not
I'm
see
just-
my sister
exactly.
and just keep the peace at
Exactly.
home. Okay. Well, you called the show because you want to unlock his phone,
Yes,
correct?
I do.
Yeah. And you want to know if Aaron's been on any dating apps with other women, if Aaron's been calling any other women, and if Aaron's been texting other women.
Yes.
What will you do if we find something in his phone?
If I find something, we are done. I told him if he lied to me at all about anything, he could tell me he's going here and he goes there, I'm done. I'm
And
done.
you did give him the chance.
I did.
She
I
did. On the way here, she gave him the chance. She said,
I told him.
Here's your last chance to tell me anything that we might find, Aaron, because if we find something, it's done.
Got it.
And
got
I
it.
really hope she sticks to that.
Oh, I am. I'm
Got
serious.
it. Got it. Okay, well, I think it's time to unlock your phone. You gave it up. All right. So in this envelope, we have the results of what we found in your phone. Caitlin wants to know if Aaron has been on any dating apps with other women. Aaron says he's not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his apps and found that Aaron is telling the truth. Caitlin, you want to know if Aaron has been calling other women. Aaron says he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his calls and found that Aaron is telling the truth. Caitlin, you want to know if Aaron has been texting other women. Aaron says he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his texts and found that Aaron was not telling the truth. We found 1,101 deleted texts in the last 2 weeks that are sexual in nature. Can I see?
With who?
I'd like to know.
Can I see this? Well, we print them so we can see.
Oh my.
Let me look at this.
I can't believe you, Aaron. See, I knew this. I knew that this was going to happen. And now look at my sister. She's heartbroken. Again.
Oh. Okay. This is, my producers have highlighted so that we can see if you want to read this. That first one that's highlighted. Do you know who that's from? Do you know that person?
Yes, I know who this is, but I never agreed to this type of stuff.
Got it. Because I just read that first message. That first
Yeah.
message.
Yeah, I guess he's referring to me, but I don't know, like, why.
Okay. So you
Why
did
he
know
would-
this person and what's
Yes,
going
but
on?
why be talking about our sex life like that? Why would you talk about our sex life like that? To him, it's his buddy, it's his friend. Yeah, it's
Got it. So you know that.
yeah, but
Okay. Okay, but this is the last one. It says, okay, bro, I'm gonna delete our message so they cannot pull them up.
nice try, though, right? Oh my God.
Okay.
Smooth.
Okay. So how do you feel?
I feel shocked. Like, why are you gonna go and talk about our sex life to somebody else, to your buddy? Why would you do that?
I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I'm sorry.
Oh, nothing wrong with it. But you could have at least maybe told me about it or asked me, you know, to see how I feel first.
Yeah, you are
before
married.
You
like,
just go and flaunt our business to everybody else.
that's personal information.
Oh my God.
That should not go to anybody else. It should
No,
stay between you.
no, yes, you're right.
So was it, if this was basically an invitation for a threesome?
I guess so.
Okay then. Okay.
Holy crap.
Okay. How do you feel about this? You know about these messages?
Yes.
Did your wife know that? Clearly she didn't know you were having these messages.
Correct.
Okay. Caitlin, have you talked to him about it?
About that?
Yeah, about
No,
any of this?
no.
You didn't know any of this. So how do you feel that this is happening?
I'm shocked. I don't like that. That does not make me feel good.
Got it. So what is your feeling on this?
I'm at a loss for words right now. Like,
Well, I didn't get to see him, so.
Well, it's highlighted here what it wants.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
For me, I'm not. I love to be messy, but I also have to. The reason I'm not going to have that be said is because of the fact that you all have 3 children, and I want to make sure that your
yes,
children
I
are
agree.
protected. So there's conversations you need to have with your wife about
yes, there is because
about things.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Are you willing to have conversations with him about how you two move forward?
Yes, I will, but I don't want to discuss that.
I fully respect it. What I'm going to say to you all is that I think you're young, and I think that y'all have been catapulted with kids, with these relationships very fast into adulthood. And I think that there's a lot going on that needs to be processed. I think that you all have to hear each other out and talk about where you're growing to now, because you're only 23 and 25. And I think that in this, new conversation needs to happen. But what I do encourage you to do, and please take my advice, is have grace with each other when you're having these conversations, because any conversation you have now that doesn't have grace will affect your children. You know what I mean? And just remember the kids. Remember the kids, that's all I ask, all right? Well, listen, I appreciate you all being here. You all got your answers. Take my advice, okay? You'll be okay, all right? You guys start off. $20,000 is a lot of money, so please tell me.
Yes, it is.
What's the story of this $20,000?
So, I mean, first I think we got to go back to where it all began.
Yeah.
Growing up, my father wasn't around much. He was an addict.
Okay.
He was able to hide the fact that he was an addict because he was such a damn good liar. Like, such a good con man, right? He's an abuser. He blames all of it on addiction, but it's just who he is, I think.
So all of that is leading you to believe that he took this money. So what did your father say about the money?
So my grandmother died. She had money. She had a lot of money.
Okay.
She spoiled him growing up. Everybody in the family knows this. He was known for being a spoiled brat, and my grandmother would bail him out of everything.
Yeah.
When my grandmother died, she left me $20,000 to go to college. Only stipulation was that had to have my name, had to go to college. When I was in high school, I think my junior year, he told me that he was getting his associate's degree. At the end of high school, though, I asked him where my money was, and he told me that it disappeared.
What's interesting about that thing about the associate's degree is because you said that part of the stipulation was the $20,000 was to you as long as you went to college
As long
and
as
is
I
in your
went to
name.
college, exactly.
And so you and your father have the same name. So do you think that your father went to college just to take your money?
I think he went to college just to take my money. It made zero sense that he would go to college for anything, considering he doesn't have anything that he wants to do with a degree.
Did he finish?
I believe so. I haven't spoke to him in a while.
Okay. How long has it been since y'all spoke?
About 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Got it.
The last time I spoke to him, he told me stop contacting him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he told me stop contacting him because I wasn't giving up on the money that he had said my grandmother left for me for college.
Was your father around when you were growing up?
Not much. Growing up, he had visitation rights here and there, but I would go visit him in halfway houses and all types of things. Like we slept different places. He tried somewhat, but he's he can't help it, I guess.
Was he abusive towards you?
Yes, for about a year when I was around 12.
Got it.
We were living in Dayton, Ohio. When we were living with him, it went from, living in an abandoned house in Dayton where there were roaches and mice and all types of stuff. Like you could go into the kitchen and the mice and the roaches, they're just there. They don't run, they're just there. That's how comfortable there was more their home than it was ours.
Wow.
Then we moved to a second home in Dayton. And in that second home, one morning, I think probably about 2 weeks into us staying in the second home, he woke me up with a belt, beating me. Like he didn't say anything. He didn't just wake me up first. I turn around and I get smacked in the face with a belt. I get up. I think he said, you want to fight your mama? You want to argue with your mama? I have no idea what he's talking about. But he's in some Timberland boots with basketball shorts on, no underwear, because his stuff is just hanging all in the wind. But he's like, you want to fight me? He's like, fight me. So I'm
sorry
not
to experience that.
I'm no bitch. So I fight back somewhat, or at least I tried to. But my pop's 6'7". He boxed and wrestled in the Army. He's beating me up. He puts down the belt. He's like, fight back, like I'm getting initiated into a gang or something. Essentially, it took me a while to comprehend the fact that was abuse because I've always been accustomed to fighting back. I'm from Detroit. I come from nothing. I had to fight for everything that I have. But growing up, I realized how much it really messed me up. He beat the out of me.
So when you got to high school, you started to you got out of that household because he stayed on drugs. Is he sober now?
He claims he is. I don't believe him though.
My producers, and this is striking me because my producers, I remember telling me earlier that your father told you something about his kidneys. What did he tell you about his kidneys?
Yes. So my junior year in high school, he contacted me and he said that his kidneys were failing. I took that as, he's dying. And I was thinking all types of things like, man, would I be able to give him one of my kidneys? So, he slowly, we started talking again. He came down to Texas and watched a football game, and he went down for my graduation. The night of my graduation, we went to dinner, and when it was me, him, and his wife, and when he went to the restroom, I asked his wife about the kidney. She said she had no idea about it.
Was his wife Jamie?
Yes.
Okay, Jamie, you're here today, right? Hi, Jamie. Is it true that when you were at dinner that you didn't know about the kidney failure?
No, I didn't know about the kidney.
You didn't know about it. And how long at this point had y'all been married?
2 years.
2 years. And did you ever find out, did he ever go get treatment for his kidney during that time?
We never really talked about it anymore.
Never talked about it anymore?
No,
okay.
That wasn't.
How do you feel about this situation? Do you think that your husband is capable of doing this?
Stealing the money?
Stealing money?
No. From the 4 years that I know him, well, been married to him, I don't see him as stealing any money. Not from his son.
Got it.
I just see him about trying to get back together with his son.
How do you feel about what was just said?
Well, about the addiction part, got 8 years clean, and I'm proud of that.
8 years clean. Congratulations.
Business owner, and I'm still in school, right? So
what happened with the $20,000 in your
It was $30,000, right? I've never seen the will, right? And yes, my grandmother spoiled me. She died in my arms. And what was supposed to have been left for me, because I was getting high at that time, that she said she wasn't going to leave it to me. Going to leave it to your son. I'm cool. I was cool with that. I was getting more money from her being alive than I would do her dead, so I'd rather for her to be here. So it ain't about the money with me, right? Never been about that.
When did they pass away?
2015.
2015.
Yeah,
So 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So you were still like you just said, you were still using at that
Yes.
time. Did you take your son's money? I gotta ask you clearly.
For what reason? No.
So what do you think happened to the money then?
I don't know. I really don't know. I've never seen no paperwork with the money.
If you're referring to my great-grandmother, right? Gramps?
My grandma.
Then
her.
I'll have access to that will.
Okay.
But I don't think anybody's been referring to Gramps as the one that left the money.
Oh, you talking about my mom?
Yeah.
Oh, my mom.
Yeah, she left you everything.
No, me and my sister split everything.
So
Is that not the one that left the money?
Oh, no, my grandmother. Let's go back. My mother passed away, what, 2002?
So if you received everything, you must have access to that will, right?
No, I didn't.
Well, then how'd you receive it?
So what do you think happened to the money?
Listen.
Final will and testament is a legal document.
Well, you find it, son. Listen, I never seen
Oh,
no
see,
will.
I find
Listen,
it.
check this out. Check this
Okay.
out. We both can't talk at the same time, right? And you always had a lot of mouth since a little boy.
Oh, wow.
Regardless of the situation. And that's why we always went through what we went through. You can say
That's
what
why?
you want. Listen, you can say what you want to me. But when it comes to your mom, and me and your mom, I don't even like your mom. But for you disrespecting your mom in front of me, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass. Simple, just straight.
Why would you tell me that your kidneys are failing?
I didn't tell you my kidneys failing.
Yes, you did. Man, you such a liar.
We should have took a lie detector. We should have took a lie detector test.
You
for that
ain't changed it all.
I don't even know.
Well, tell me about not talking about it. He was
Have
like,
you done everything you think you can to mend this relationship with your son?
Yeah, you know, for the last 8 years, I've been living really
Have you
good.
apologized?
I apologized to him face to face in Texas, right? And when he told me, he said,
you don't even take
hold on,
accountability.
listen,
How you
listen.
gonna make an apology?
Listen,
Sorry, look, apologies are action statements. Sorry is an action
and hold on,
word.
I haven't been. Hold on. Check out the actions.
You take
we can't talk
accountability
at the same time.
You take accountability for your actions when you apologize.
I didn't steal your money because we both can't talk at the same time, right? So I didn't steal his money. So even for me to give him an apology, right? He won't even shut up enough for me to even give him that. So I didn't steal his money. So get to that.
Okay. But I'm trying to do that right now.
I can't.
But even without the money, I'm watching the behavior, and I'm even watching how you talk to him right now, telling him to shut up, the way that you're not acknowledging the abuse and how you're saying
You've been like
things.
this forever.
Like, I'm watching those things. There's still patterns of what he experienced as a child that I'm seeing exhibited in front of me right now.
you still got the same crackhead abusive ass tendencies.
It's some drama. That's still my child.
I am in the process of writing books,
I'm not here to make you look bad. I'm just
a lot of people know my story.
him.
Within a year, I'll be a published author. People are gonna read
my book is in my.
And your book gonna be straight. So
we're gonna unlock the truth now to get to the truth of this. But I will tell you this. This is my advice before I end this. No matter what the test says, you stole his childhood. I do know that much.
Yeah, I know. I stole
you
his,
stole his childhood.
I stole his childhood.
And I'm gonna tell you this. You are still stealing his dignity. I'm watching this right now. You are still stealing his dignity. So whether you stole money, you do have to reconcile the fact that there's a childhood that's stolen, his dignity is stolen, and you're not acknowledging it. I'm watching the way that you're still talking about it. If someone has expressed, as a father, if my child expressed to me, this is what you did to me, I was abused, I felt hurt by this. No matter what a child's actions are, they're still a child. Okay. And he's telling you right now that it affected him deeply. Money in this context is a synonym for security. Because what happened is a child did not have any security. And the one bit of security that was given to him and passed down to him, he feels like the man who robbed him of his security his entire life has now taken the last bit of security that he deserved. So that's why money is an issue. So you have to understand that.
Open that thing.
I will. But your question was, why is this about money? And I'm trying to break it down to you in a way of what it is. Yeah. So in this envelope is the truth of the matter. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
All right. So when it comes to if Eric Sr. has stolen the $20,000 or $30,000 from you, the truth is he did not take your money. Okay. How do you feel about that?
It was
I feel like
it was a whole lot more questions.
I feel like Eric Sr. is a really good liar, and he believes all his lies. So quite frankly, you pass a lot of your skills down to me. So I know how to lie just as well.
And I know that from the wrestling, from the lying, from the cheating, from the stealing, from the conniving, from the lying that you doing up here, all that
up here.
Listen, there's a lot of I want to break the cycle with, from the womanizing.
Just because womanizing.
From everything that I lived through, that I was past, that I would love to break it.
Oh, I'm not a womanizer like you.
That's why I was hoping you was
I don't know
going to be
how
the
you treat
first
Jamie,
one
but-
to go to college, but I kind of beat you there. You were supposed to be in the first gamble, but I beat you there. But
So you know, so hold on. So you wanted this test so that you can repair your relationship. And I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to tell you again, Eric Jr. You got to give me a moment real quickly, because the way that you're communicating him right now, as if it's a competition, I beat you there, I beat you there. If you really wanted to get this to be cleared up so you can move forward with him, the way you just communicate with him is still abusive. It's still abusive in it. I beat you to it. It's like, why beat me down more?
Hold on. But you know what? Hold on.
Listen,
because you put it out there wrong, man. So I'm not gonna let you go.
I
wanted to put it
said.
because it was supposed to have been celebrated, right? Because I didn't go to college. My mother saved up all this money.
Yeah, you want to be celebrated, right?
And you wonder why.
So when he's right in that moment, I listen. I'm an
I'm
outside
talking
third
to you
party.
though, right? And I'm trying to talk to you.
But
so,
to celebrate him, you don't have to say that I made it first.
No.
I can celebrate.
Okay.
I can celebrate my kids all day long and never have to tell them that I did it first. My children, one of my sons right now is getting in the industry, and there are so many things he accomplished. And when he accomplished them, I say, "Oh my, it's good for you." I have never once come out of my mouth and said, "You know what? Well, I did it first." You know, Dad did it.
Okay.
I sit there and I say to him always, "I'm so proud of you. You keep going. You keep making it."
I'm always proud of him.
I know, but what I'm trying to help
He
you
was
to
supposed
see
to be the
is
first
that
gamble to go to college. Is the point I was supposed to make. He was supposed to have been the first gamble to go to college. I waited till I was 50-something years old. That was the point I was trying to make. Not competition. Like, he was supposed to have been the first.
Every
not me.
time that you were around, you know, to witness my success, it was always, you know, you just, not you feeling good for me, but you feeling good about me. Because you seem to think that my success is in some way your success. It's not at all.
I didn't play no part in you getting here.
Everything that I have, I've worked for. You are, and quite frankly, I don't need you in my life.
Okay, listen, I will tell you this. I'll tell you this.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
I think that was you made your point clear of where you stand in your life right now. Okay, listen, Eric Jr., I want to let you know something. I believe in you. You have accomplished so much, and you are going to do really great things in your life. And I don't want you to let anybody, not even your father, put limits on what you can accomplish, because you're going to accomplish great things. I know there's a lot of trauma and things that you have not been able to deal with that you're not going to get answers for, but you can still overcome this as you already have, and you can soar. So just keep soaring. We all believe in you. Trust me, okay? I believe in you, all right? Good luck. I wish you all the best. All right, everyone, thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and we can keep growing. I love you all.
No redemption, you know. A lot of stuff was said, right? A lot of stuff I could have said, but I'm not there to damage my son. I want him to be successful. I just wanted my name clear with this money, you know. Kind of hurt behind the situation. I got a relationship with him. He made me look bad out there, but I'm okay with that. And I would never make him look bad. Never kiss nobody ass, not even my son. So if you don't want nothing to do with this, I did my part. I can sleep well now. I'm cool with that.
This story is about 4 siblings who are suffering from the past and desperate for a brighter future. One of the siblings, named Coach, called our show because he fears if someone doesn't step forward, their family bond will be broken forever. Everyone, please welcome Coach to the show. Hey, Coach. How you doing? How you doing?
I heard y'all Haitian?
Yes.
Est-ce que vous parlez créole?
Oui.
We're not gonna go too far. Coach, okay. So you called the show. Tell me, how did you all grow up?
So ever since I was a child, all the kids were close. You know, me and my siblings were very close. But we grew up in a house where the parents weren't really supportive. Our father wasn't there for like a big part of it. And we all grew up together. We grew up close because we knew it was sort of like us against the parents. And then finally, when we met up with my dad, because for the longest he was staying with another woman, when we met up with my dad and we started living with him, we find out he had another kid. And but you know, the whole thing didn't bother us. It's okay, we'll welcome, we're not gonna treat the other kid any different, but
it was hard.
It was hard, yeah. He was very abusive. His words, you know, he would call us piece of shit. He didn't really care.
Do your siblings have your back when it comes to all of this?
King, yes. Sean, no, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is Sean different from the rest of you, do you believe?
You know, I feel like a big part of it is because he was the oldest. It plays a part. You know, he grew up a little closer to him than we did.
Sort of cultural expectations as well with the
It's
oldest
the same,
son.
yeah. You know, growing up, me and King and KD had that chance to like, form into who we wanted to be. But Sean was the oldest, so it kind of like, this is how it needs to be, that type of lifestyle.
So does Katie still live there?
Yeah, she still lives there, man. I mean, yeah, she still lives there, and I can't take her to like a job interview because she's so shy. Because they want her to stay in. She can't leave the house. She can't hang out with friends.
And who's Dave? That's your father?
My father, yes.
And is Sean as well? Does he always want her to stay in the house as well?
Sean believed the same thing, yeah.
That she should stay in the house. And why are they wanting her in the house?
She has to watch over my younger brother, They feel like it's her job, and, she has a life. She got to live her life, and everything is holding her down.
How were you able to get her on the show today?
I called KD. I told KD about the thing, about everything, and I'm like, this is a chance for us to get together. So I want you to have a conversation with Mom. I want you to have a conversation with Dad. Let them know that all of us need to sit down and we need to talk together. My dad wasn't for it. That's why he didn't want to be here, but, here we are.
But your mom was willing?
My mom was willing, yep.
Right, okay. So Coach wants to start the journey towards helping his 3 siblings heal, and that road first leads to the older brother, Sean. So everyone, please welcome Sean to the show. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Hey, I'm fine. How you doing?
Welcome to the show. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Like
too.
this jacket?
Oh, thank you.
So, Sean, I want to ask you really quickly. Do you think it was right that your brother called the cops on your father?
It was not the right thing to do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because the way we do things is like, me personally, it's not the right thing to do because it's like you're doing something that's in the favor of you. You know what I mean? But you're not thinking about the other ones.
I am thinking of the other ones. That's why I called the cops.
No, actually...
I was looking at my sister.
Actually, here's the reality. Okay, my sister was 17. I get it. She's a minor, okay? And my father was making the most income. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the way I look at it is like patience. Yes, we needed to talk to him. Let me speak to him. I was telling these guys, hey, be patient. Let me talk to my father about this whole situation, how to like talk to the people, the children and stuff, how to like, I would say, how to raise them. You know what I mean? Give me the time to, speak to him, because I'm the oldest one, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't give you the right reason to just call the cops out of nowhere just because he have done something. You don't give me a chance to speak to him. You know what I mean?
There's 4 siblings in crisis, hoping today will be the beginning of a new and peaceful future for all of them. We've talked to Coach and Sean, and now I'd like to speak to the brother in the middle of all of this. Please welcome King to the show. Hey, how are you?
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. All right, so King, what do you think about Sean's behavior?
Well, I think, honestly, Sean just described everything that is wrong with society today.
Okay.
And I personally think, since I've known him, everything he's done is because he's selfish. And it all goes back to what he wants, what helps him. And being that I'm the second sibling, I had to step up and take up his role and do his job. While doing it and while having my dad kick me, he was also kicking me on the side. And it wasn't
Like
just
kicking you how?
abuse from parents, but not only was I doing the job that he was too coward to do,
Coward.
but I was taking
Okay.
abuse from him as a sibling.
You need to grow
and
up.
it didn't help.
King, I want to know from you, how do you feel like this is affecting your family? How did being in this family affect you is a more important question for me.
It destroyed my mental health.
Okay.
And the reason it hurts me most when I found out with everything that happened with Katie is because my main goal, knowing how much I took from the abuse at home, my main goal was to make sure the ones that came after me didn't have to go through so much. And it was not easy to do so because the one that came before me was doing the opposite of that.
King, just let me ask you this. So you actually were homeless for a little bit. You had to live out of your car or something of that nature?
Yes, I did.
And-
It was more than one time.
And
but
why was that?
honestly, a lot of it, I will say, is because I would rather suffer outside, wherever life took me, than
be
to
in the
spend
house.
another second in that house.
You made a face there. What was the face for? Because you also said that you left because of the pressure.
Yes.
So he's telling you this
because
almost
nobody
identical.
understand me, both parents and those two, well, those three of my
They don't
siblings.
understand what you've been through.
They didn't understand. While they're having their family drama, they don't understand. Here goes the parents. They don't understand me. I'm trying to put them together and stuff, you know, trying to like set peace in the family. They feel like I was taking sides, both of them. All it takes is patience. Just be patient. You're not ready for out there right now.
When he
Just
keeps
wait
saying
for me.
patience, what do y'all think he's saying?
It's aggravating when he says patience
It's
because
not.
I always say it's one thing to say I'm going to be a doctor, I'll be patient, I'll go through the process. It's another thing to say I'm going to be patient in an abusive relationship because you don't know where your patience ends. There's no patience with abuse. It's either someone dies unexpectedly or
So-
someone managed to get out when they can.
So you saying that he hated you?
I'm saying that he hated me and you didn't make it better.
I didn't make it better. I didn't make it better.
King, what is your relationship like with Katie?
I love Katie. And honestly, I think I still feel guilty today by how much she took, being at her age. She did not deserve any of it.
And she's still in the house.
And she's still in the house.
Got it.
And Katie will suffer more because she's younger. And with all of this being said, this
Look,
one didn't help.
Look, this one didn't help. What did you do to help?
What did I do to help? Aside from the fact that we got him arrested and you got him out?
I got him out.
Why? Isn't
I'm
the
thinking-
man there the
hold on,
man
hold
that
on,
you let out
hold
of
on, hold on,
jail?
listen.
Isn't he
No,
still
no,
at the
I'ma
house? You
get-
let
let
him
me-
out, right?
let me get to
Because
him.
of his
Let-
income.
no,
What
no,
is
no.
it-
Now
his
you're just
income doing
pissing
right
me
now?
off. Listen, you're just pissing me off. Hold on. Let me get to him. He doesn't understand. Because you know what you're doing? You give your friends more love than your family. Like, he's up. Listen, sorry. I'm so sorry. But he only cares about his friends. Do you ever show me love?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Just be quiet. Let me talk to him.
Does he show you love? You asked him, does he ever show you love?
Look,
does he show you
look.
love? Do you show him love?
Look.
Because I'm wondering, were
You're
y'all
just
close at one
assuming-
point? Did
he's
you
just-
ever show him love?
No, at one point we were close. And
What?
then
No, you weren't
growing up
close.
in
You weren't
school,
close.
I was always being called names. And then when I get back home, my older brother was also calling me names.
How?
That destroyed that relationship.
How?
But aside from that fact,
How was I calling you?
He said I
we were
chose
young.
friends
We were
over
kids.
family.
You know what I mean? Of course, we were immature. We were.
You were.
We were.
You were.
Okay.
Okay? He's talking about like when we were like 13, 12 years old. That's what he was talking about.
I hear you. I hear you. The reason y'all see me quiet here and y'all see me taking a whole bunch of notes is because I really do see where this pain is going, where this pain has started. I see a lot of this, and I also can see how we can fix this. But before I can do that, we've heard from Coach, Sean, and King about the pain and dysfunction they endured in their home. But what about the only female sibling, Katie? I want to talk to her now, so please welcome Katie to the show. Hey, Katie, how are you doing?
Hi, Karamo.
Welcome to the show. Let me give you a hug.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you. Take a seat. Katie, how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel that these two brothers right here are fighting for you? Or, all three of your brothers, that your brothers are fighting for you? I'm not going to single you out right now because I'm still learning the story.
I have so many emotions. Like one part, I'm like, they're doing it because they care. But on the other part, I'm like hurt. Because it's like all three guys that I love, even if they drive me crazy at times, they're going to like fight for me. It's kind of toxic. And sometimes it makes me cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which of your brothers do you still talk to?
King and Coach. I purposely avoid him on purpose. I don't want to talk to Sean.
The three of you, can you do me a favor really quickly?
Yeah.
Can you take a step backstage for me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean, can you come down here?
Yes.
I asked your siblings to leave the stage because I want to have a productive conversation with you right now.
Yes.
What I was listening to you, if you noticed, there was no judgment coming out.
Yes.
It's very easy for people to judge where you're at and the things you have done. What people forget is that when you're a child and you receive a certain type of abuse or behavior, it becomes learned behavior that you then pass on and think that it's okay. you are in a situation where you had to escape, so you know something is wrong. You know the pressure was wrong. You know that you had to leave because something wasn't good.
Yes.
It was hard for you when you got hit.
Super hard.
What did it make you feel like every time you would get hit? Did you feel alone?
Everything was just messed up. I felt like, I felt like it was hard on me, the pressure, and...
Did you think that you deserved it?
No, I didn't deserve it.
What didn't you deserve? Tell me.
I wanted a family, a father, who knows how to give chances. I understand sometimes you gotta discipline your children, but come on, with no chances, with no first chances, hey, here's a second chance, or even a third chance. Let's sit down, let me talk to you. Hey, you did something, I didn't appreciate it, you know what I mean? Just don't do it again, you know, next time, you know, there's gonna be consequences.
So this makes sense now.
Yeah.
The father that you wanted was a father that would give you chances, because in your mind, you were a kid that you're like, if you just give me a chance, I'll show you, don't hit me. So that's why we hear this language of patience, because he thinks that he's being patient in giving his siblings a chance.
Yeah.
And I see all of that confusion in when you're talking to your siblings, because you're saying to them, like, I love you, I want to be there for you, but why don't you see it from my point of view? I'm seeing your point of view is what I'm trying to let you see. But what I need you to do for me right now is to take it one step further and see your siblings' point of view. Your siblings are telling you that they understand that you had to do stuff, but the abuse should have stopped with you, but now they're wanting it to stop for them. So when your family comes out here, you can say that to them. Can you do that? You want to talk to your siblings?
Yes. I have no issue with Coach.
I know.
I'm sorry. You did the right thing. Although sometimes I feel like I'm doing the right thing, but I'm actually doing the wrong thing. So, I'm sorry. Truly. And we were close. And as for Katie, I thought I was giving you tough love, but it was not the right way. Truly, truly sorry. Okay? Sorry I wasn't there. Okay? I thought I was doing the right thing. Just accept my apology whenever you think about it. That's all. Okay? Sorry. And as for you, King, me and King got into it yesterday.
Yeah, I can see his body language.
We did. Because I was trying to get close to him, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be his, friend and be cool with him. Believe it or not, I care so much about you. I really do.
All of y'all were affected by a man who didn't love y'all right. That language of tough love came from his father. That's not his language. So let me give you the new language as I close this up. When it comes to love, it's never tough. Love is just love. If you ever have to give toughness with love, then there's a problem there.
Like that.
That's the mindset I understand before.
And that's where you got to stay in now.
That's what I
So when you
understood
see something happening with your sister, if you're like, oh, this is a tough love she got, she doesn't deserve tough love. She just deserves love. So anything that's making it tough needs to be removed. And as siblings, that's your job, to remove the toughness and just make it love. And I believe y'all can do that for each other. Yeah. You understand? Can y'all give y'all brother a hug? Y'all gonna be all right. You're good.
I don't know what it's like to have family. When my twin brother and I were born, we were separated. My dad was in jail when I was born. My mom, she was on drugs. She placed us with other family members. I would often see my mom in the streets, and we would literally walk past each other. When I was 9 years old, my great aunt passed away, and my dad was coming to get us, but we didn't know we were going with my dad. After a while, my dad started putting his hands on me, constantly talking down on me, constantly comparing my brother to me. I was always called a sissy, I was called all of the names. I said something slick to him. He put his hands on me and he was trying to choke me. I thought he was gonna kill me. Well, I picked up the phone and I called the police and they arrested him. We were put into foster care afterwards. We were told that our mom was gonna come get us, but she didn't come get us. My brother, he was very mad at me because we didn't know where we were going and we didn't talk for a while. I never had a chance to just talk about how I felt. I just wished I was loved growing up. I remember telling my dad something slick about a remote, and he came towards me and he was about to choke me, like he was going to choke me. And he choked me, and I thought he was gonna kill me. Like, just the way that he looked, I saw a different person. And I was scared, so I called the police.
When you called the police, what happened? Why does he think that that's the reason? Because the police saw the abuse?
No, the police didn't see the abuse. I had to come up with another reason to get him in jail. The police was like, well, we don't see nothing wrong with him just hitting you or choking you. And I was like...
So then what was the other reason?
So I told the police, I said, if someone's growing marijuana in the backyard, what happens? Well, they can go to jail. So I told them, they tested the plant, and they took us.
And so he went to jail. That's why your brother thinks it's
Yes.
your fault. Got to understand. So it sounds like living with your dad during that time was hard.
Yes.
Like there was a lot of treating you bad.
Yes.
What do you want from your father today that I can help you with?
I want him to take accountability, and I want an apology.
Okay.
I think we run away from those things. We need to talk about it instead of just moving on and act like nothing that happened, all smiles. No.
Understandable.
Most of this is lies, as I see that.
So you feel like everything he was saying that you heard was lies?
Yeah. My son could have came to me when times would come. He's saying he's scared of me and stuff like that.
I was scared of you.
Well, okay, you were scared.
I was. You know what y'all did?
What you did?
Let's be real. What I did, I'm a kid. First of all, I was labeled at a young age. Or you
I don't know nothing
sissy.
about that.
Or you
I don't know nothing about that.
what you did
I don't know nothing
to
about
me. You know what you did. Y'all used to, because I was so different and I was never heard. Y'all used to push me to the curb and y'all used to favor Rashard. And I would say, well, your brother do this. No, my brother shut up and he listened to y'all and put up with y'all. I was always different because I was not going to tolerate with that.
Not the adult. You got to listen.
Yeah, and y'all not parents.
Just like
when
he shut
were
up
y'all
and
ever
listen,
parents?
you need to
he
shut up.
listened
That's your problem
because
now.
he was scared. I was never scared.
That's how
My
you
mouth
act.
got me places
That's how you
because
act.
I didn't allow it. I didn't allow it.
Yeah.
You're
not the parent.
I want to hear his side of the story if I can really figure out how to feel safe. So tell me, from your point of view, is this your first? How long has it been since you all seen each other?
5 years or something.
5 years. Okay. And so you said, how do you feel about what he's saying right now?
I feel like it's all talking about I choked him and he was scared of me. I'm gonna show you what I did to him. We had a confrontation coming in from the house. We was coming from somewhere. He would take my key and twist it without twisting the knob, and that'll break the damn key. So I said something smart to him about that. He turned around and said something smart, and I just sat him down like this and told him, you're not gonna disrespect me in my house. He started hollering and crying like I shot him, ran outside with the house phone in the rain, called the police, and that's what happened. He figured that they didn't see where I bruised him at, so he went to the marijuana plant thing that I had 2 plants about that tall in the backyard. He went to that to find get out. What he didn't know was they was gonna end up with some people that don't give a damn about you more than you thought your daddy did.
It's just like, I could say, like, I'm not gonna bash him, like,
I really do.
But it's all about the accountability. I was a kid. You put a kid in the projects and he living free, no structure, no nothing. In those times of just sitting in the projects, I was molested, and I feel like that played a part of my sexuality. Like, and nobody ever asked me. Like, they never sat down. It was like, because y'all don't care. Y'all just threw the word sissy, and they never care. All I got was sissy, and I couldn't even tell my side.
I never called him no sissy.
Every side, mama and daddy side, they sat there and let them people say whatever they wanted about me. I knew from when I was young. I knew from when I was young I was gonna be the kid that nobody liked. I never was like, it's hard out here. I got into a foster home and they tried to show me what it was like to have a family. And in the beginning, it was so nice. I had a family, I had everything. They took me to do sports, things that I never did, travel. And
I put you in sports.
I was up in
when
the
I put
thing.
you in sports,
And the
you
thing
didn't want to
was,
play? You didn't want to
And
play?
the thing was, while I was with them, I kept thinking about my mom and my dad. I said, look, these strangers, and they're lesbian. They accepted me. I got to come out in their house. Why they can do it, why my parents can't do it? Like, come on.
So you two were separated when you were put into foster care system. What was that like for you?
We were separated later on, like towards the end of foster care system. When we were separated, our relationship, like, I know we went like 3 months.
Talk louder.
We went like 3 months without talking to each other at school. Like every day I would see him.
Yeah.
And like during them 3 months, I felt like it was like, how can I say this? During them 3 months, it was like, I felt like he was the reason why we was in foster care and why some of the things we went through.
Yeah. Ronquan and Rashad's mother is here today in the audience. Shanika's here right now.
Hello.
Thank you for being here with us. So I'm going to ask you point blank. We're hearing and you've seen the pain. Why didn't you get your kids out of foster care?
Because I didn't have the transportation, the ride to get up there to get them.
That wasn't a good excuse.
That ain't good
Mom.
enough.
Like, that was
That's
not,
not a good excuse.
I want to talk about your actions.
Yes.
Can you acknowledge that maybe you, as the mother, as the woman, did not do enough for these kids and played a part into the life that they had? Because I heard you say a couple times that it's just his fault. Can you acknowledge that it was both of y'all's fault, that you played a part in it?
I played the part in your life. I wish we can take it back. Whatever y'all want to do, I swear, I can't do this.
You're doing a great job. No, you're doing a great job. Listen, I want you to know something. I know it's hard when it's like, because no one wants to be attacked right now. But at the end of the day, there's two kids up here that are like, I'm just looking for answers. And we forget that as the adults, we got to give them those answers. We got to give them the healings. If these kids was right now was 2 years old and ran in here and they were like, Mom, my leg is cut, I'm bleeding. Are you going to be like, I can't do this? Or are you going to run and say, let me try to put a Band-Aid on it? Let me try to fix it. So you can't do this. They need you. So you just did a great job. Your sons have said they never heard you say that you have taken accountability. You just took accountability.
Right. Apologize.
And you apologize as well.
Yes.
How do you feel about what your mother just said?
I don't feel like it's sincere, really. I feel like she got pressured into apologizing. But like, if it wasn't like, if we wasn't around all y'all, she would not say that.
Yes,
She would be cutting us off.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Yes,
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, because I understand that it's very easy to feel that way, and you're valid for your feelings because you grew up in a household where you always felt like what she's saying is not real, where you can't trust it, and so it's easy for you to say, well, listen, it's only because y'all here, there's the cameras here, but sometimes we have to acknowledge the little growth, because until we can acknowledge the little growth and then say, let's see how you go from here, you're always going to be believing the worst. You're never going to have a chance to heal yourself. So I would encourage you. I know you've been hurt before. I know it's hard for you to trust, but you got to at least be able to say, all right, you know what? You said it, and I'm going to hold it from here. You can hear me?
Right. Yes, sir.
She acknowledged and she apologized. Now, this is where you get to say, you just did that. Tomorrow, if you don't do it again, if the next day you don't do it, now I can say now it's BS. But right now, you have to be able to say, okay, I see the little growth.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
She's trying to give you a little something. How do you feel about her apology, acknowledgement?
I accept her apology now.
Thank
I always loved my mama, even though I never really got to saw much of her, but I always been a mama's boy. They called me soft. They called me everything. So to hear her even just say that moved me because I never heard it. So it's like, that might be my favorite parent, but I never have a relationship with both of them. But to hear her even just say it, that moved me. And I carry that with me because she never said it before. So I know it's not BS.
She says she wants to do better.
He's
He's saying he wants to do better.
Yeah, we got to talk more on this phone, man. We got to talk, man.
So
I need your phone number, man. I need to be talking to you, man, on a
Yeah.
daily basis. Because, like I said, if I would have known back then somebody molested him, I don't know if she knew or not.
No, he just told
But
me
if I
like
would have
about a
knew,
week ago.
I would be still in prison.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about mine.
I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it. I get it. So do you feel seen and heard?
No.
Is there anything else you feel like you need to say?
There isn't really much. I just want people to, get from this is talk about it.
Yeah.
I feel like in the
Of
black
course.
community, no one ever sit down and talk. They just
Yeah.
move on. My friends, it feel like I'm a therapist at times, even though I'm hurting myself. But I sit and I hear my friends' problems, anybody I talk to. They have issues and it all stems from them, their trauma, not being able to talk. And I came here today to set the record straight for all of those foster children. It's kids that I run across. I want to show them that you don't have to be you don't have to be like the people you came from. You can move forward, get out of that environment, and do better. Because you can. It's never too late.
So listen, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you got what you needed from your mother and your father. At least there's a step taken today where both he acknowledged that he said things to you that was wrong. What I will say to you one thing is that you two, y'all gotta communicate and stick with each other more. Your brothers, y'all gotta be there for each other. Your brother was doing only what he thought was best to protect y'all. And I know it's hard for you because it feels like he caused certain pain in life. He didn't. He didn't. Both of your parents were in a place in their lives where they couldn't do what they needed to do, and they both have acknowledged that here today. But y'all gotta be there for each other. You understand? Right. And now something for you. You're a very smart young man. You're a very smart young man. You're a smart man. You hear me? You got a bright, you got a future ahead of you. You understand? Like the way that your mind works, I could see you sitting in this seat one day. You hear me? Very smart. You understand? But I want you to take something from your dad. Your father just said he's in a space right now, he's working on his anger. He's working on trying to be there. He just reached over and is holding you right now. Use him as a guide to start to work on your anger. You hear me? Because once you get that fully under control, I promise you the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit for you as well. You understand? Come on, boss. How's it feel to have your father hugging you? How's it feel? How's it feel? Ronquan, how does it feel to have your dad hugging you?
It feel good.
It feel good?
Yeah, good to my mom.
You want to see it? Let's
Give her a hug. You out there. Go on out there and hug your mama.
You come on now.
Good
man.
It's okay.
It's all right, so.
Good job. You can come on up here. You took a big first step. Thank you for being here, all right?
You. Sorry.
No, no worries. You ain't gonna apologize. You did a good job. It wasn't about me. Your sons got what they needed. I appreciate all of y'all taking a big step today. You two as parents acknowledging what you did and apologizing, and for you two finally being able to be heard and seen, all right? Y'all just keep working on this, and y'all gonna be stronger together, all right? Good luck, all right? I'm glad I got here for y'all. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being with us. Come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all. Yeah, I got this. Take a look at these three sisters. That's 21-year-old Jenny on the left, 27-year-old Janae in the middle, and 32-year-old Jasmine on the end. Although these siblings are smiling in this photo, their relationship is now on the verge of destruction. I know it's sad. Please welcome Jasmine to the show. Hi, how are you doing? Can you have a hug? Nice to meet you. So we got the Pretty in Pink memo today, I see. All right then. So what's the current status of your relationship with Jenny?
Well, right now we very on bad terms. She thinks she could just rule the world and thinks she could just talk to me crazy. I did a lot for her. Just recently, she had me blocked for about 6 months, and then she unblocked me because she had to go to the hospital, and she needed me to be there, like, to comfort her. So she called me like, I broke my finger. She crying, and like.
So she blocked you, but blocked you for the finger.
Yeah.
Got
so
it.
she's in the hospital. So she's in the hospital crying, saying all type of stuff. I'm like, okay, well you'll be okay. And so I'm like, okay, maybe there's a chance for her. We could be back cool, be together.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna call the show and see if it could give her some help and help us all. So I called my sister Janae, like, oh, Jennifer called me. She said her finger was broke, and Janae was like, I don't think that's a good idea because y'all always arguing. There's always something. Like, stay away from her. Still tell me stay away from her. So I'm like, you know what? We all just need to just like work on us and or whatever.
So you're trying. You're trying. I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming to the show and helping me work it out with you. So what was your relationship with your sister like when you were younger?
Well, we just was like, we all lived in the same house together. My mom really wasn't there like that, so I was like, I had to grow up at an early age because I had to make sure that I like take care of them, like feed them and stuff like that. So Janae, she didn't really used to be in the house with us like that, so it's like normally used to just be me and Jennifer, and then I ended up having a kid at 15, so it was us three, my son, Jennifer, and my mom, but my mom never was really there.
Got it.
So, yeah, so after that, she started going to jail and started going to juvenile hall and stuff like that. She ended up going to group homes. And so for me to get her out the group home, I used to have to like go to courts. I had to get a certificate. I was 9 months pregnant, so I had to I was like trying my hardest to make sure, because my mom was like, please get her out of the group home, please. Don't let your sister be stuck in the system. So I made sure like I was at every court day. I had to take classes. I had to like do all this type of stuff, but I'm 9 months.
That's a lot of pressure on you.
And 9 months pregnant too. I was like, ooh, told her I was about to have my baby probably like in a couple of more weeks.
And did you finally get custody?
Yeah, I got custody of her.
Good
She
job.
came home with me. She came home with me.
What kind of nasty things would your sister Jennifer say to you?
She'd be like, oh, I hope you die. I hope you crash your car and die. She told my kids, you gonna be motherless just like me. You ain't gonna have no mother. Your mama gonna be dead. I hope she died and gonna told my daughter, your dad should have raped you.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She say hurtful things like.
And your mom passed away last year, right?
Yeah, she did.
And was Jenny there when she died?
No, she came like 3 times since she been in the hospital. And my mom ended up passing, and Jennifer came on the deathbed when she was already dead.
Wow, okay. Well, everyone, we've heard one side of this story, and I think it's important to hear the other side. So everyone, let's meet Jasmine's sister, Jenny or Jennifer. Come on out. Hey, how are you doing?
Hi.
Thank you for being here. You look nice.
Thank you.
So I want to start off. There was a lot going on backstage. What were you feeling and going through? Because I heard you stomping.
Then was lies. Like, you know, I didn't ever had a mom growing up. Like, you know, so you can't sit here and think you can just do this. Like, you know, you was never a big sister. You never gave me that good role model. Like, you know, if you want to sit here and do this, you gotta be real. Like, you know, you gotta be real. Like,
all you do is lie.
You cannot be
a liar.
fake on this TV show. You have to be real.
Fake as one. You're a liar.
It feels like you don't like your sister.
I don't because
I hate her. I hate her guts.
Anyway, Jasmine is a real evil person. She's messed up in the head and she got a lot going on.
I don't got nothing
all
going
her
on.
whole
We
life.
happy. I'm good.
No, anyway, all her whole life she just been like all messed up. Like you know, saying I don't love my mom. I don't do. Who want to see their mom on a deathbed?
Girl,
dying from like, you know, her going through drugs and stuff, all that. I slept under freeways with my mom. They was nowhere to be found. I slept under freeways with my mom, with her.
You wanted to live like
that. Like what? I never wanted to live like that. How I'm 12 years old with my mom and I'm sleeping under freeways, not knowing nothing. So of course I was like a little, you know, bad back then. But okay, I didn't have no guidance, no mom. I didn't have no dad. I didn't have no sisters. I didn't have nobody. I had myself.
Lying.
She didn't take care of me since I was 14.
What do you think your sister's lying about? What do you think your sister is lying about?
I was on the run.
I had to take
I was on the run.
You came home with me.
Janae caught the police on me.
That was before you was 14.
Sound dumb. No, you sound dumb. You really sound how? I've been in jail since I was 12.
She forgot.
Ain't nobody forgot. Don't sit here and let her.
She forgot. Because 14, she was with me, and I had to go to the courthouse and everything. Because you a snake.
So I just want to know from you.
She really mad because she got beat up by her friend, and I'm cool with her friend. That's why.
I want to know from you. I want to know from you.
Did you have custody of your sister?
Yes.
Did she have
Since
custody
when?
of you?
Jennifer, you know I had custody of you.
2016 to 2017.
You wasn't 16?
Jazz,
You wasn't
are you
here alive?
dumb? You're
Do
dumb.
you know
I've been on a run.
My daughter is 4 years old. I was
Excuse me,
pregnant with
excuse
my
me.
daughter when I
She's
went to go
lying.
get her.
Excuse
My
me.
daughter is 4. Do the math.
Excuse me, I'm talking, yeah.
Like,
I got
come
off the
on now.
run. I was
Do
on
the
a run.
math.
Excuse me, shut up.
Do
I was
the
on a
math.
run
You
from
shut up, bitch.
2014 to
So ready,
2017.
yeah.
No.
You think you're grown,
I don't
but I'm gonna
care.
beat your ass
No,
after
you
the
won't
show.
beat my ass.
For sure.
No, we're not gonna do that here. We're not gonna do that here.
That's not what
We're
you're
not gonna
doing.
do
You're not like
Wait,
that.
no,
Sit
you're
down.
really, you
You're
know
not
me.
like that.
Everybody
I don't know
knows
you.
me.
I don't
Like,
know
you
you.
sound
I know
dumb.
nothing
Stop
about
playing
you.
with me.
I don't know
I am
nothing
not
about
with
you.
all this TV.
Well,
Stop
why you
playing
here
with me.
then? Why you
Because you
here?
playing hella games
Why
on this
you
TV
here?
trying to make look
'Cause
at you.
Okay, like I
what
said,
about you?
they don't have to believe me. They know. They can see the way you act.
Okay, I want to know something. Do you all want a relationship?
Excuse
right
me.
here, don't.
Excuse me.
The thing is for this to be resolved, somebody has to want to see this relationship be solved. Otherwise, I can't be here for y'all.
I'm fine with my sister that I have. That's backstage.
Okay, so I need Janae out. Please bring Janae out. All right.
She's right here.
I saw what's going on here. How do you play involved in this? Are you close with one of them or the other?
Well, I'm closer to Jazz now.
Okay.
Me and Jennifer, we never really had a good relationship. Like what Jasmine was saying, when Jennifer was young, she was running the streets and stuff, and people were calling me. I was living in Tennessee at the time. People were calling me saying Jennifer was on a run from her group home, and they didn't want her at their house. So I called the police to pick Jennifer up, and when they picked her up, Jasmine was able to get custody of her and get her emancipated later on. But she went around saying that I was a snitch, and every time she get mad, like if I don't give her money or something, then I'm a snitch to everybody.
Got it. I understand that. And so for you, from your perspective right now, do you believe that this relationship can be prepared?
If Jennifer learns to be open to somebody helping her and guiding her, but if not, then no, because I could say anything to her, like I could say anything and she'll get upset and I hope you die, I hate you. So I backed up from that because I don't play with words like that.
So do you two have a relationship?
Yeah. Yes, we're
okay.
close.
Let me go talk to you. Let me go talk, okay?
Hopefully she don't hit you.
She not. I got this. Can I first have a hug? Okay, so I don't know if you heard what I just talked about with your sisters. I acknowledge that you got some pain. And I just talked to your sisters. Did you hear everything I said to them? I acknowledge that there was things going on with you that for them, from their perspective, it was like, oh, she made the choice, she got this. I see through this anger. I see through all of this anger. I see the pain that you have going on, and I see that, like, you feel a bit abandoned, you feel like people don't get you.
No, I feel like y'all not listening to me.
Tell me, I want to hear
Like,
you.
I feel like y'all listening to them, and more than y'all listening to what I got going on. I've been through, they had an experience with my mom I never had. Like, I've been through way more than they been through, whatever they going through. Like, I've been through way more. Like, I'm the youngest. I never had a mom that been consistent in my life like them. I never had all of this stuff. I never been happy. Like, I met my mom, she was already on drugs. Like, I don't, like, people trying to say I ran from my group home, I did this. Everything I did was for a reason. Like, I don't know. Like, it was back then, okay, but what about now? Like, you know, I'm not a prostitute, I'm not on drugs, I'm not doing none of that stuff. I'm working, I'm doing everything I can for myself. I don't want to fail, I don't want to be out here. I'm not perfect. I'm not finna sit here and be around y'all if y'all wanted me to be perfect. I'm not perfect.
What do you think you can own up to before I bring you back out?
I could own up about everything.
Just
okay,
tell me
back
one thing.
then when I was broken, I was doing all that. Okay, yes, I was doing everything they said I was so-called doing. Okay, but what was y'all doing?
Just stop there. You can own up to the fact that you had bad behavior?
Of course.
That you were disrespectful to them?
Of course.
What else can you own up to?
Smoking weed, going in and out of jail, fighting all day, every day, going viral, all this. I can own up to all that. I can do that.
You can do it.
I know what I be doing. I'm telling y'all I changed. I'm not that person no more. That's why I don't like bringing up the past. They don't know the new me. They only know this me. That's why they telling y'all about y'all.
I got it. So you just
Telling
owned
y'all
up to
about
what you did. So can you introduce them to the new you? Who is the new you?
me. I got my life together. Like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing in life.
What is that?
Like,
What are you
I'm
doing?
working, got my own apartment, doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, like, as an adult. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm changing. I mean, I'm grown. I'm changing. And that's the part of life. You change. And that's what I'm doing. I'm changing.
I'm gonna have you come out here and say something. Come on. So, your sister felt like she has been heard just the same way y'all felt. She says that she's changed. She says she can own up to her past. I'm sure there's more things you want her to own up to, but she took a first step. Can y'all acknowledge y'all just saw her take a first step and say she gonna own up? Can you acknowledge? I see you nodding. I know you're a little bit tougher. You see it. Okay. Tell your sisters that you've changed without saying something negative about them.
I changed.
Just come on now. You just did it with me backstage. You can. They heard you already. You can tell them. Tell them how did you change.
I changed. Like, my mindset, my standards, my worth, everything changed about me. Like, you know, I'm trying to be something in life. Like, you know, I don't want to be like this sister that everybody talk about, bad about. Like, you know, I'm trying.
Can I say something? How many times when you do something, have I told you I was proud of you? How many times have I told you I loved you? Jennifer, it has hurt me for years. When you was going through that situation, that was the only thing that I could do was to call the police when those people were saying that you needed to get out of their house. I did that because I loved you and I was scared about how you would end up. I've tried. I tried to be there for you. Every time it's a situation where we're around people, like at Mommy Memorial, you will stand up and say, thank you, Janae, for being there for me, for being proud of me and this and that. But when I don't give you money or something.
I don't care. I got my own money. I don't care about that.
It's not about the money, but
Let's
let me
cross
tell
out
you.
the money.
Okay, well, when I'm
Let's
not,
cross out
okay,
that.
no money then. When I'm not giving you
Well, you're not
something
giving me,
that you want, then you hate me. You hope I die. You cry because you're not my sister.
Come on, bro.
Because you're my sister. Jennifer, that's why I don't talk to you.
I've been
because
having
the
my own
last
money for
time-
years now.
Jennifer, years? You just was asking me for money
When?
a year ago.
You
and
talking
I
about
cut
something
you
a year
off
ago.
because you were saying you
You're
hope
talking
I
about-
die
okay,
and
you
you
talking
hate
about
me and I
something
don't play with
I'm
them
going to take that back
words.
because the communication, I see where it's going.
I don't play
She
with
was
them
trying
words.
to tell you that she loves you and that she supports you and that she wanted you to remember that she's been there for you. I saw where your pain got triggered and all of a sudden you were like, I'm doing for myself now. Can you just stop for a second and acknowledge that's what she was trying to do?
Okay, but you sitting up here trying to like, y'all don't know what you trying to do. Like, y'all can't sit here and just like do that though. Like, you know, y'all can't just do that.
What are
That's
we
not
say
right.
What, name it.
Like,
say what we're
what
doing.
y'all trying to just sit here? Y'all not giving me my flowers about nothing.
She just gave you
I
your
said I
flowers.
was proud of
I
you.
know,
I'm
you're
happy
not.
that you.
You're
You
sitting
think I
here
want to
talking
see you on the street
about money, about the show. Let's be real. Why I stopped talking about y'all? I mean, why I stopped talking to them is because it wasn't about the money.
But
They was
Jennifer,
mad about me not coming to the
Jennifer,
hospital seeing my
Jennifer.
mom. Who wants to see their mom going
I'm
through
not
that?
upset because you
Like,
gotta
know,
live with that.
I don't have to live
yes,
with
you
that. I have
do.
made peace with myself.
Yeah, but you better.
I
Why
made
would I be
peace.
upset
Like,
about your
y'all mad.
decision?
But
It's
it's
just
okay. I
okay.
came though.
She's gone.
I don't want to see her like that. Come on.
Then
like,
say it. Name that. Say that.
It's
Say
okay.
that.
It is okay that you made a choice that was okay for you not to go
It's
to the
okay for
hospital.
me.
I am not
I
going
watched
to
her
judge
pass
that.
away. That broke my heart. I don't want to see her suffering.
it.
Can't breathe, can't talk, can't do nothing. Like, what? No. And then when I didn't go to her house when she went to Jazz
But I
house,
will tell you
she
this.
went right
I
back to
will
the hospital because
I will
Jazz
tell
was
you
yelling too
this.
much.
For at least a month.
Because I got to tell y'all something. One of the key
Y'all are lying
one
on
of the
here.
words that triggers all of y'all is lying. And let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all both something, and this is what y'all need to know. Children of trauma, you sometimes block things out. Timelines are different for people. You have different perspectives. You see things
They do
differently.
anything to be
And
on
that's the
TV.
problem.
That's crazy.
We have 3 people who've experienced trauma in different ways, and all of y'all see things in a different way. And then when the person doesn't see it your way, you call each other liars. You gotta stop that, first of all.
I never said liar.
Okay, you didn't. You said liar, you said liar. Y'all gotta stop saying that, okay? Because right now, just because y'all have different perspectives and different ways, your truth is your truth and your truth is your truth. And the quicker you can own that and say your truth is your truth, your truth is your truth, the better off things are. You hear me? Secondly, the biggest thing from you right now is I see the hurt. Your hurt comes out in defense and anger. And I get it. I understand why. It doesn't make you a bad person. You're defending yourself. You're trying to say, I'm trying to grow or whatever. You've been in a pattern with your sisters that now you always feel like you got to defend yourself. You got to feel like you got to fight. You got to do all these things. I get it. You lived a life where you had to survive. I understand. You've been trying to survive your entire life. But the thing is, I'm gonna tell you, as you leave this show, every time you try to survive and defend with your sisters, you're rebelling against love that is there. I know you just said to me backstage you feel like no one's there for you, but you don't have to rebel against love. I know you and this sister, y'all have some deeper pain that right now I can't fully solve. But there is a sister right here that's saying to you, she sees you, she loves you, don't rebel against this love, okay? Don't rebel against this love because her timeline or because she brought up one thing. She wants to be there for you. But if y'all don't learn how to communicate, all of y'all gonna wake up one day and be missing each other. And I don't wanna see that, all right? Y'all gotta learn how to hear each other. Can you try to take that step to realize you don't have to rebel against this love?
Yeah.
Can you? Thank you. That's all I can get from you. Well, listen, everyone, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Of course. So let's go back, Debbie. Your DNA mystery starts when you were planning a cruise?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine and my aunt's cruise. It's called the Debbie Cruise.
The Debbie Cruise?
Yes.
I like that. Sounds like a
Yes,
good
the
time.
Debbie and Debbie Cruise.
Yeah. And so what happened when you were planning on the cruise?
The post office told me I needed a new birth certificate for my passport.
Mm-hmm.
So we went on to order a new birth certificate, and it came back as Debbie Lynn Andrews instead of my original that I've known for my whole life, which was Debbie Lynn Marshall.
Wow. Wow. That's interesting.
And it had Shane Andrews as my father, and my original had XXX.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So Debbie, we have copies of both your birth certificates. Let's see the original birth certificate. So it says
Marshall.
Marshall on that
with
one.
The XXX is my father.
Uh-huh. And then let's see the one that you received.
Andrews.
Andrews.
Like, I've known myself as Debbie Lynn Marshall for 30 some odd years.
And then you see
now
that
I
and
get
you're like,
smacked in the gut with Andrews.
What went through your mind when you saw that?
A lot of everything. An emotional roller coaster. I woke up not realizing or knowing who I was anymore. Going from one name to another name and being who I am as a person, it did hurt me. It crushed me because I am a very sensitive person. My family can tell that.
How long have you been searching for your birth father?
As long as I can remember, to be honest. I've asked questions about him. I always heard it doesn't matter who your real father is because you got us. And then I heard it was somebody else. And I gave up a few years back because I'm tired of the disappointment. I'm tired of the lies and the secrets. I just want to move on with my life. I got kids at home. I have daddy issues. I do.
Yeah.
But this isn't a way for somebody to find anything out.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. And so you get this shock of a life with this birth certificate.
Yes.
And then you track down Shane.
I searched for him.
Uh-huh.
And the only reason I searched for him was because I heard growing up, Shane Andrews, the love of my life.
Because that was your mom's love of her life.
Yes, that's what she always told me.
Got it. And
So-
then you get this birth certificate that also has the name, so it all just came together for you.
Yes.
And what did Shane tell you?
He told me he was with my mom at a point in time. He was honest that he dated my mom. I was looking at him at that time as a type of father figure, but never of him coming out as telling me that he could have been or possibility of being my father. But I did take the steps and I went and I got a tattoo for Shane. And it says Dad.
Wow. Okay.
I regret it now because of learning who he is and the lies.
And so now you said you're angry with him because it sounded like you searched him out. It was good. Why are you angry with him now?
Because after a while he started lying.
Okay.
And then I get told because my mother died, I become distant. Yes, that's kind of true. Because when I lost her, I lost absolutely everything.
I hear that.
Okay, my mom was my rock, my heart, everything. No matter what lies or anything she kept from me, she was there for me. I didn't have a father there. Okay, that.
She was your mom. I hear you. She was both mom and dad.
No matter what I put her through, she never turned me down. Yet she treated me like a kid. I'm tired of being treated like I'm a kid. And living, life without her is hard.
So why are you angry with Shane?
I just wanted the truth. My mom is dead. She's not coming back. There's no excuse that's gonna stop me from wanting to know the truth. I feel like I'm being destroyed. And it's not even me that's destroying myself. It's other people watching me be destroyed.
Yeah, because they should be able to give you the answers that you need so you can feel whole.
Exactly.
I hear that. Listen, our guest Debbie, her aunt is here, whose name is also Debbie. That's why we have the Debbie cruises we talked about earlier. Aunt Debbie, how do you feel about the situation?
I want her to get the answers that she needs.
Yeah.
But I also know what answer she's looking for.
And what answer do you think she's looking for?
I know that she's looking to see who her father is, and it is definitely not that jackass that's going to be sitting on that couch.
So you have an issue with Shane?
Oh, plenty of them.
Plenty of them. Where does the issue stem from?
When he put a knife to my sister's throat and threatened to slice her throat open. That's where my issue stems with him.
Are these some of the things that made you regret getting the dad tattoo?
Yes.
Got it. Well, listen, Debbie has searched her entire life for her birth father, desperate for answers. She tracked down a man named Shane. I think it's time that we hear Shane's side of the story.
I've known Debbie for a long time. I raised her.
You raised her.
He didn't raise me.
Did you not come? Have you been to my home several times with my?
I just told him I had a relationship with your ass. And you're gonna sit there and come at me like, listen.
How are you gonna disrespect me?
I'm being disrespectful.
How?
This is my life.
How?
How? Because my mother gave it to me. The promises that you gave my mother are null and void.
When did I ever put a knife to your mother's neck?
You know what? My aunt was there. Why are you asking me that?
Your aunt was there when I put in.
So how
your
do you
mother was my world. You know that.
How did you meet her mother?
He asked.
How did you meet her mother?
I was in the penitentiary. Came home. Met her. She kind of changed me.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's got a sister named Jamie. I spent a lot of time with Jamie. Debbie was raised by her aunt, her name is Debbie as well, which is Cheryl's sister. And the memories I got of her when she was a baby, last time I saw her, you know, but then she started coming to my house, calling my kids her brothers. I took them out, whatever she wanted. I tried to help her as best I could, you know, but she wants answers that I was listening. I don't know what she wants the answers. And what's this?
How is your name on my birth certificate then? What's that answer?
Let's take a look at this the original birth certificate. Your name is on there.
How could my name be on there when I was in the penitentiary? I was in prison. How could would I do it from prison?
So Debbie's aunt Debbie believes that you had something to do with changing her niece's birth certificate.
How?
Tell me, what's your point of view on this?
Oh, I didn't know she was here.
Yeah, she's here. I don't think that my sister signed a paper that the Department of Vital Statistics says that they have a letter with her signature on it stating that he is their father, when I know for a fact he is not their father.
We all know that.
And I think that when she went to visit him in prison, because she had to sign a prisoner log, that he had something to do with that paper being forged with her signature on it.
No.
So Shane, you don't believe Debbie's your daughter? Because she has the tattoo that says Dad. You told her at one point that you were her father.
She called me Dad. And here she's my daughter. Jamie in here is my daughter. That lady knows that.
So you said that you told them that they're your daughter, but just in your heart, that you actually don't believe that you're biologically connected to them.
It's impossible. When they were conceived, I was incarcerated.
You're not a dad. You're a liar. And you know what? I hope you drop dead. I do. Because I care nothing about you. I don't. I hate you with every ounce of my life.
Let me ask you a question. Where's this hurt and pain coming from?
Because he's a liar. He's a liar.
What has he done to you to make you feel that he deserves that type of treatment?
Because I would call him and ask him for help. And it's always an excuse of what he can't do it. He can't do this, he can't do that. But how many times has he had my sister at his house? But he can't bring me and my kids? Why? If you were my dad, I don't want to hear it. If you were my dad, you would have been there.
I'm going to tell you why.
But you're not.
You're asking me why I never brought you to my house. It was because of the life I was living.
Okay.
She fit in. You wouldn't.
Do you not know where I come from?
She would have
Do
fit
you
in a
not
lot
know
better
where
than
I
I
come
did.
from? She was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Me, I was born for the streets.
Jamie, I want to know something. Is Shane's name on your birth certificate?
Yes, it is.
So your name is on her birth certificate as
Sure
well?
is.
That's what
she told me, yeah.
So your name is on both of these girls' birth certificate. And at one point, did you believe he was your father?
No,
No.
never.
She never did.
I know who my father is.
Uh-huh. So
It's not him.
So why haven't we got him tested then?
My father said the only way he would divorce my mother is if she would sign the paper stating me and Debbie were not his children. That is in their divorce.
So you think that's the reason that your name popped up on these birth certificates?
It shouldn't be.
This is
You
a lot of
forged
shit.
the name.
Because you know
I
what?
did not
like we said already,
Okay,
our
if I
mother
forged
is
the
dead.
name, if I forged the name, then I'm going back to jail.
Somebody forged it because my mom didn't do it. And guess what? I can do my mom's signature to a T. To
I
a T.
can't- I
My
can't-
5-year-old daughter can sign my mom's
I
signature.
was
to a T.
incarcerated when it did it. How
Okay,
can
So
I
I
do
just
it?
have to
sign
ask
into
one
a
more-
visitor logbook.
So I
You
just
had
have to
other
ask one more
visitors.
time. How do we think your name got on both of their birth certificates?
I have no clue because
He
when
had
they
to
come
sign
in,
something.
no, when they come into the prison, I'm in the visiting room. You don't even get to see your guests until they get in the visiting room. Whatever they sign in, I can't see that stuff. That's to the correctional officers.
So the correction officer, you're blaming it on the
correctional
prison,
officers
gave it
did
to
it?
my
no,
mom
I'm not.
saying we were your kids.
I'm not
like,
blaming it. You're not listening.
Pack of cigarettes goes a long way in
Yeah,
prison.
they
That's
do.
all I'm saying.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
But I'm trying to figure out what would he gain by doing
Yeah.
that? What does he gain?
Thank you. Let
That's what I'd
somebody.
like to know because he doesn't. He
Protection.
Has no,
Attention.
Atten-
Attention.
he's a
What kind of
pathological
attention?
liar.
You're a pathological liar.
What kind of attention?
Pathological liars
What kind
like
of pa-
attention.
Okay, what kind of attention?
From somebody that's not even yours. That's what.
It's time to get to the DNA truth. Debbie and Jamie, are you ready to find out for sure if Shane is your father or not? You ready? All right, Jamie, well, let's start with you first. Here's the truth of if Shane is your father. Jamie, when it comes to Shane, he is not your father.
I knew it.
She knows that.
That's okay with me. I'm
All right.
glad. I have no ties to
Debbie,
him.
are you ready now to learn if Shane is your father? What does it say?
Shane is not your father.
Been telling you.
So again,
I told you, Debbie. I told you.
Whoever my name is nothing but a bastard child.
That's
I
not
appreciate
true.
what
That's not
everybody
true.
did.
You are not a bastard child.
You're not a
Everything.
bastard child.
You stay out of my life now, because this is what I'm doing. I'm officially cutting you off.
That's fine.
That's the closest thing to a father we've ever had.
Wow.
There's two things that I do want to address really quickly. The first thing is I'm so sorry that you are feeling so much pain
All
because
over
you don't
again?
have
All over.
because at the end of the day I do see the pain that you're feeling of losing. You don't have to be embarrassed. And let me tell you why you don't need to be embarrassed. Because you were a child, you had nothing to do with this. And so you shouldn't take on the embarrassment of somebody. I know your mother did the best she could. You had a love for her. But unfortunately, you didn't get the answers while she was here.
Is there a possibility to do a familiar DNA on me and my sister to see
Make
if we
sure
have
we
the
have the
same
same mother
dad?
and father. That's
Yeah,
what she wants.
yeah. Let's figure that out. We can try that for you. Yeah, we can definitely try that out. We can definitely figure that out. We can get that for you. Because I'm sorry, and I see the pain, and I really do want to make sure that we're giving you some answers, some closure. Both of you. I mean, both of you need some love and support. I mean, you've had your Aunt Debbie, and I'm thankful that you were here to step up.
They've always had me.
Yeah, I know.
From day one.
I
I've
know.
always been there.
You've been a protector to him, but you know, I do want to help you. My second question though is, I don't understand clearly why there's so much hate for him.
Because he's a liar.
But I feel like the things
did
that
I
happened
lie?
before.
What did
I want to know how your name got on my birth certificate and my sister's birth certificate if you didn't do it. My mom
I was
would
in
not
the
have done it.
penitentiary.
Okay,
How
but
could
my
I have
mom-
done it?
How is my mom going to do it?
Like she said, a pack of cigarettes goes a long way. Are you serious?
Because when I got my birth certificate,
Anybody ever do time in prison?
my mom said she didn't know how it got there. She didn't sign it. She didn't sign anything. So how did it happen?
So I'm going to tell you this, and this is true from my own lived experience. Anyone who knows me knows that I found out later in life that I had a son when he was much older, when he was 10 years old, popped up on my doorstep. When I got his birth certificate, my name was already on it, and I can tell you I didn't sign it. And so I give you that piece of knowledge from my own personal experience to say there could be a truth in what he's saying that he didn't put in there.
My original birth certificate had X's where the father was.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay, can I chime in just real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I love my sister with all my heart, always will.
Yeah.
I miss her every day.
Mm-hmm.
She did not have the sense to be able to do this on her own.
Got it. Got it.
So if she did sign this paper,
she didn't know
she
what
did
was
it
signing.
under duress, and she did not know what she was signing.
Okay.
And yes,
And you believe that he's the one that did that?
I will believe that until the day that I die.
I want to know the same thing they want to know. How did I get on there?
I get it, because from your point of view, there's nothing to gain from being on there.
No, because it's illegal, and somebody's going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, you are.
Well, I think one of the things we won't know, because the one person, unfortunately, who might have that answer is not here. What we're going to do is we're going to end it here, because unfortunately the answers are going to come from this. I would like to support you, Debbie, and you, Jamie, in getting some answers about you two being sisters. I would like to support you all getting that. Maybe we can try to figure out a way to talk to the other man, to maybe one of our team members can help him to see, like, this could be good for him, there could be healing, because I do want you to figure out who you are. I want you to have answers.